infected?
Digestion.
Did we lose a point for that, or?
I won't deduct a point, but I'm not giving you one. Fuck, nat 20. Holy shit.
No!
That's right, bitches!
Good lord.
Destiny herself has spoken on my behalf.
Not even joking. It's nat 20. I can share my screen.
Doubt you would lie about that.
It is just straight up nat 20. Somehow going into the colony and having them eat the cheese, it saved you for sure. I don't think the rest of the colony survives, though.
I call that not my problem.
All right, well, that was a great matchup. Short, but not bad. All right, Bob, you're gonna go first.
All right.
You find yourself in some tight enclosed space as your consciousness awakens. You're cramped. You're trapped. You need to be free, so you poke with your tiny little sort of beak out, and then you put your flippers all kind of there's a bright light behind you, and then there's kind of a moon-shaped thing over where you kind of hear a little bit of water. Also, birds are around, and everything is terrible. And there's cars rushing by on the road that just so happens to be nearby. You are a baby sea turtle that just hatched, and you gotta get to the ocean. Everything's killing you. The light, the road, the cars, the predators, everything is out to get you. How would you win?
Am I fully out of the egg, or am I just erupting from the egg?
Let's say you're half out. Your upper half is out.
Because obviously the first step is get myself fully out of the egg, get all the egg goop off of me, and aim towards the water sound.
Okay, all right. You try that. That's a +1 for sure. Nope. You get 13. +1 is 14. You get swooped up by a seagull, instantly dead. All right, Wade.
I open my eyes, I see the light. I get myself the rest of the way out of the egg. I hear the water. I start to go that way, and I realize I need to stealth. I dip my head back in the egg, get a little bit of goop to put some stealth paint on my face, and then I make my way in.
Sure. +1. I'll take it. Did that work? Nope. 12 + 2, 14. The time you took to put it on your face, another seagull just swooped up right behind you.
Man, if only we were old enough to have established brains.
Nope. Bob.
I erupt out of the egg. I take my time. I get myself all out of the egg. I hear the ocean sounds, and I look that way, and I start walking, and I realize I need to be disguised. So I go back to my egg, and I camouflage my face with egg goop for some reason, and I realize going towards the water is what they want me to do. So I go the opposite direction from where I hear the ocean noises as fast as I can.
I don't know if that's been in my science class. I've learned that might be bad, but I like where you're going with it.
I'm a maverick.
All the other sea turtles are sprinting towards the ocean, and they're still dying, clearly. I'll give you a +1 on that. I'll give it to you. Did it work? Ooh. 2 + 3.
That's not great.
Is a 5. It turns out going the wrong way. Not great. Dead, crushed by a car instantly. Smooshed. Wait.
I hatch out of the egg. I am alive, and I hear the water, so I start making my way toward it before I realize I should probably have a disguise. Dunk my face back in the egg to stealth up. And I think to myself, all the other idiots are going that way. What if I think outside the shell? I turn around, I start going the other way, and I find this weird, stinky, white, kind of gray pile, and I flip over and roll in it, thinking if I cover myself in bird shit, no one will want to eat me.
Mm-hmm.
My face is covered in goop, my shell's covered in shit. I will survive.
All right, I'll give it to you. +4. Ooh, 14 + 4 is 18. Close, but not quite. A lot of delaying does not seem to be helping you.
Delaying what? I'm already going the wrong way, man.
All right, fair enough. Bob.
I am born. I come out of the egg, I get all the shell off of me, I start towards the water sound, I realize I need a disguise, I go back to the egg, I dip my face in the egg, I get the disguise, I decide I'm gonna be a maverick, everyone else is going towards the water, I go away from the water, I come across a mysterious pile of white stuff, I suddenly realize it's bird shit, obviously I need to roll around in that, so I do. My shell is now very, very slippery. I look to my right, and there is a steep steep hill down into a small stream of rushing water. It's an estuary connecting the inland oceanic waters to the beach, all the rushing out towards the ocean. And I try and like slide down the hill into the water to escape.
All right, yeah, +1. I'll give that to you. Did it work? Oh, 18 plus 5, 23, the estuary. What is that?
I don't think estuary is the right word.
No, you're absolutely right. A partially enclosed body of water where rivers meet the ocean, mixing fresh water with salt water. Oh.
Oh.
All right, Bob is a maverick turtle. Congratulations, Bob. You made it into the ocean. There's more threats in the ocean, but you made it to the ocean.
No, I'm fine. Once you're in the ocean, safe.
Nah, I'd win. Nah, I'd live. All right. Wade, you feeling a little something. A little something, something. A little something, something, something. You look across the leaf you're on, and you see the most beautiful lady praying mantis you've ever seen in your life. You, my friend, are getting lucky tonight. Nothing bad ever happens to a praying mantis when that happens, except it bites your head off. For those who don't know, when male praying mantises mate with the female, they then get their head eaten by the female. But not you! Wait, how would you win in this scenario?
I show up to my date with this female praying mantis and I am ready to go. I broke my neck, so I'm wearing a nice little wooden neck brace. So that way when we get done, the only thing I have on is exactly the protection I need.
God, I hope that's a nat 20.
I love the prep time. I really like it. That's great. All right. Did it work? Fucking hell! Holy shit! What the fuck? What the fuck?
No.
What the fuck?
Great scenario, Mark.
Holy shit! All right, Wade got a nat 20 if people didn't guess from that. Holy shit.
Hey, praying mantises out there, all you gotta do is fake a neck injury. You'll stick around longer.
Wow, the wooden condom really. Really did you right.
Hey, protection is always the answer, everyone.
Bob, you didn't even get a chance to get laid.
Well, that means I survived. I don't know.
That's true. Man, I'm burning through my scenarios. All right, so here we go.
It's okay. Well, I need to catch one good one for it to take the entire rest of the episode.
All right, Bob, it's night. It's dark. Can't see a thing. You're just minding your own business. Flap, 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 flap. Flap, 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 flap. What? What is that? There's some kind of weird, bright blue light over there. It's so captivating, and it's got this weird buzz to it, but that just makes it more appealing. You being a moth. Flap, 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 flap. It's only until you get close enough that you realize you're on a collision course with a bug zapper. Now, in this scenario, not only you can't just fly away. You gotta stop this bug zapper so that none of your people ever, because as you get closer, you witness one after another of your friends, family, brothers, sisters, even some people that you work out of the same moth office with that you don't really like, they get burnt to a crisp right before your eyes. You need to stop this. It's up to you and you alone.
Okay. Flap, 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 flap. I'm a moth. I see the bug zapper. I'm drawn to it. I'm on a collision course with it in a last-ditch effort to break the trance it has over me and save myself so I can continue to fight this fight. I wrap my wings around myself and hug my ass goodbye. But in doing so, I cover my own eyes and break the trance the blue light has over me.
All right, that's good. That's good. I'll give you a point for that. All right, did it work?
24. Oh, come on.
You aerodynamically fold your wings in so that you actually increase your speed, and you kind of like meteor straight into like right between the wires, straight into the actual light itself, the most electrified area. At least it's quick. Just No luck there. Wade?
The light, it's so beautiful. I can't look away. I fly toward the bug zapper, then at the last possible moment, I realize I need to cover my eyes. I fold my wings in over myself and begin to plummet. I plummet and plummet and plummet. And then, oh no, I'm gonna splat! Oh, I'm fine, because I'm so light. I didn't do anything useful there. I just fell.
All right, no points for that, but yeah, you're right.
Was that helpful?
No.
I just really wanted to land, you know? Come on, 20!
You land, the bug zapper explodes for no apparent reason. Scenario over.
All right, here I'm gonna share my screen preemptively so that we just know if this does happen. I don't know. Here we go. Ha! So close there. It's an 11.
Damn it.
+1 because you didn't get a bonus point, but you had 12.
I can't believe hitting the ground wasn't a bonus point.
Turns out the bug zapper, it detached at that moment, crashed down right on top of you.
The odds!
Bob, it falling is not in your reality. That's just for his reality.
No, I got it. I am flapping, and oh, the blue light is so beautiful, and I start flying towards it. At the last moment, I realize I need to close my eyes. I need to break the line of sight, and I wrap my wings around myself, and I just barely missed the bottom edge of the bug zapper, and I plummet, and then I realize, oh fuck, I'm falling, and I and land delicately, and I've landed delicately on the fly rink of Gary, the night watchman, who sits beneath the bug zapper. It's there to protect him from bugs. Dude, I get to keep going. This is a kind of a long step. I just realized I have a couple more things I was hoping to accomplish for that. I don't want to overdo it.
I don't know. I wanted to accomplish more than falling too, man.
I have gotten his attention.
All right, cool.
He knows I'm there.
That's fair. All right, I think this could work in your favor. I'm going to give you one because I think I know where this is going, so there's 2 points right now. Oh, 17! Oh, so close.
If only I'd earned a point for you.
Yeah, imagine if you'd done anything at all. Aside from describing what I did in slightly more detail.
I think it's a strategy. He's really playing the smart game. The third episode, we know how to really play it. But no, that did not work. But you did grab his attention. He ended up just...
Yeah, I was afraid of that.
Did you fly to his head or did you land on his head?
That's the thing we landed on after plummeting.
Okay.
All right, wait.
The light is so beautiful. I fly toward it. I can't help myself until the last possible second. I close my wings around my face, blocking the light, and I fall, I plummet until I land on the fly rink of one Gary. Gary, feeling something on his head, immediately goes to reach up and swat at it, but I'm right below the bug zapper. What if he hits it? What if he knocks it off?
What if?
What if? What are you doing about it?
Watching Gary swing?
Not actually technically doing anything.
Fuck!
Man, Wade really likes not doing anything this round.
I'm rubbing his head to add extra itchiness.
Wade's entire action could be described as
very moth-like, very good.
Man, I really went downhill from that nat 20.
Let's see if it worked.
if that fucking works.
Nah, it did not work. 14 plus 2, 16. Again, he notices his hand as you watch it. You're like, oh, wow, he might hit it. Wow, that's getting closer. Huh, that's really...
Bob, I'll do better. I got this, man. I'm gonna lock in.
If it's
I'm
not
locking
a
in.
bit or a strategy you're doing on purpose, it's very impressive.
Thank you. I'm locking in. I'm locking in.
All right, he's locked in. All right, Bob.
All right, I'm mothing around. Oh, the light is so beautiful. I fly straight towards it until the last possible moment when I cover my eyes with my wings and I start to dive. And I just missed the bug zapper and I dive straight down, landing on the fly rink of one Gary. Gary notices me land on his fly rink and I do something. I'll tell you what in a second. I just want to make it clear. I'm doing a thing. I'm not just standing there waiting to see. Gary starts to swat at me, and I do that thing that moths do, where I start flying, but I start flying right into his forehead in the same spot repeatedly, even though I could clearly fly in any other direction. But my goal is to get him to start swatting wildly and hope that he knocks off the bug zapper and destroys it. And I did something that time.
All right, this is great. You're dodging, you're weaving, multiple slaps. Let's see if that goes well for you. Get a bonus point. It's +3 now. Ha! 18.
Oh, for God's... Wait.
No, that's good. Yeah, +3. Yeah, you did it.
Yes.
Congratulations, Bob. You actually did something.
Doing
and by
something
doing
works.
something, he flailed twice, 3 times, and on the 4th, his hand connects with the bug zapper. He gets electrocuted right as you just so happen to leap off of his forehead, so you don't also get. You see his skeleton light up. My family, my kids, no. But then, boom! Him and the whole thing just explode. Your moth brethren saved forever.
I fly away like the guy from CSI Miami, and I don't even look back at the cool explosion.
That's incredible.
And then they play that Who song. Yeah, that one.
I see.
Don't copyright strike that. I know it's really good.
I really want to say I want to thank Bob for
Doing anything?
carrying a little bit that round. My contributions, I think, aided in your creativity. You're welcome.
Sure.
But my actions, I think, speak for themselves.
We'll see how this next round goes for you. I'm curious and excited.
Nat 20.
Okay, Wade. Once again, we're visiting Bugland.
All right.
Channel your inner bug.
I was a great mantis. Great mantis.
We have done a fly matchup before. You are actually the same fly that killed that frog.
Fly who lived.
You...
Got a little lightning bolt?
Oh yeah, that's true. You got a lightning bolt. Remember that detail. It's very important.
All right.
You're actually distant cousins with the moth who lived also. So legends, a lineage of legends here. And on your victory lap, you notice, oh, there's such a sweet, delectable scent in the air. It's down there from that plant. It's so open and ready for me. And it smells so succulent and sweet. You deserve a tasty, delicious treat while you are doing your victory lap. You land on it. So you're already on it when you realize you're in a Venus flytrap.
Quite the scenario I'm in. I am the fly who lived. I have the scar on my forehead to show it. My cousin moth has tried to one-up me, but I know that the legend of me will be larger than any moth. So I knew what I was flying toward. I knew it was in this area, the Venus flytrap. I flew down. I landed on it.
I have to say all this.
My bad. I was just telling a story. Don't worry, there's an action coming.
10-minute monologue.
Hey, this is why I set up the scenario so you didn't have to say it again. But it's part of it, all right.
I was just sitting here like, keep that one. He's gonna do something, right? The fly who lived. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut off on your very extensive speech. Go on.
I land on the Venus flytrap, but I've got my fly boots on, so I can get up.
Huh?
What?
I have my fly boots on. I slip them off and get ready.
Like you land and your boots stick and you slip your feet out of your boots and the boots stay
okay.
behind.
Because this wasn't a trap for me. This was a trap for it.
What, do the boots have explosives in them? How was that a trap?
I don't know, that's up to you, man. I took the boots off.
Oh, okay.
All right, here we go. I'll give you one, sure.
There's no way.
No.
I swear to fucking God, Wade.
No!
What in the fuck is wrong? I mean, Bob, you're saved from having to recite all that bullshit. How in the world? How in the fuck? How in the fuck?
I'm gonna tell you, I play D&D every Wednesday on Lost Initiative. I have never had more than 2 20s in a session, I don't think. 3 out of like 5 scenarios? My character's gonna die next session because of this luck today.
I don't know, man. It was such, the setup.
I like these scenarios, man. What the? I don't want to win like this. I want Bob to do my monologue.
Well, he was the fly who lived, so I guess, all right, sure.
It died to my boots?
Choked on your boots and died, I guess.
Your objective wasn't to kill the plant, it was just to survive.
No, I wanted to kill the plant.
I was with you, Wade. I was also working on a way to kill the plant.
That would have been fine, I would have accepted. Would have loved to see that one. All right, fine, whatever.
I didn't roll the dice, man. Maybe roll worse on my behalf, asshole.
I have one more. I
I have a strategy, Wade. I think it's gonna keep us in this one for a while.
I'm gonna do stuff
Good.
and monologue less.
Okay.
All right, okay. Bob, you're Bob.
Okay.
Just Bob. Bob is out on the top of a hill in the middle of a park. Lovely, beautiful day. Sun is shining. Birds are mysteriously silent. There's a strange air rushing kind of down. That's odd. It's getting brighter too. That's even stranger. You look up and you see what looks to be like a second sun that's getting really big, really fast. Oh shit, it's a meteor and it's heading directly towards you. You're on top of a hill in the middle of a park. Meteor's coming down on you. How do you do this?
All right, I have a strategy. Everyone just needs to come along with me. I'm trying to make this scenario play out for as long as possible.
Okay.
Tell Mark to roll worse, man.
I look up, realize what's happening. The meteor is coming. I say a little prayer and thank you to the universe for offering me this opportunity. I strip off all my clothes and assume the position that puts my anus aimed right up at the meteor, fully exposed, and I get the most glorious butthole sun I've ever gotten in my life, because I'm gonna need all the strength I can gather for what comes next.
You think if Superman sunned his butthole, he would get even more power from the sun?
Dude, can you imagine?
I can't. That's why he wears a spandex.
I don't know if that was obvious enough, but my strategy is to get negative points so that we literally can't win it off the bat.
You definitely don't get a point. I'm not sure if it gives you negative because...
I basically surrendered to the meteor.
Well, what if the meteor has like super empowering rate? It probably doesn't.
What if it's a horny meteor and you just turn it on? So a smaller point makes contact with the planet.
Yeah, that's just gonna come faster.
All right, you want to lose a point, you lose a point. -1. Boo!
Good.
All right, here we go. I'm sharing my screen for the roll again because if it's just a 20 again...
But I got a -1.
Oh, you're right. There's no way to win. You are totally right.
There's no way this wins it.
Ha!
Come on!
Well. A 0, Bob.
A nat 1. Oh, okay, sick.
A mythical 0. I can't believe that.
That's the dumbest fucking... Oh my god.
Great comedic timing on these dice, I gotta say. Yeah, it turns on the meteor. It's a sentient meteor, kind of like that in Guardians of the Galaxy, the planet was alive. This meteor's alive, and boy howdy, is it aroused. It actually gets erect, so it gets longer and harder, and just entirely direct hit on your butthole, obliterating you and the planet, but more importantly, you.
I'm picturing some beautiful fan art of this.
Well, it's not me, it's just Bob.
No, not you, just Bob.
Yeah.
Wade, now you're also on the hill.
I'm on the hill, I look up to the night sky, see the meteor.
Night sky.
It's definitely daytime, but go ahead.
Oh, it looks so dark where the meteor is.
I said it was getting brighter, and it's like there are 2 suns, but
It's so bright. I take off my sunglasses and remember I had them on. I get on the hill. It's so fucking bright. I say a little prayer. I strip down butt naked. I assume the position. I aim my butthole at the double sun, hoping to get my butthole tan. All the while, I've got my can of beans, and I begin feasting, preparing for what comes next.
The old Futurama defense, I see.
Never seen it.
It's not exactly the same, but there's an episode of Futurama where all the robots fart in the same direction to push the planet further from the sun to prevent global warming.
It's like The Simpsons. It's like Futurama did it first.
I mean, it's not the same situation, but yeah, it's similar. It's similar.
All right, I'll give you +1 now. It's actually possible to win.
No!
Wait, no, it's fine. I forgot. It was a 19, but it's actually at +0.
Oh, okay. So that's still a 19.
My strategy saved us.
Holy shit. I thought okay, we're good.
I didn't want to win like this.
The beans didn't work. God damn it. All right, so no, it didn't work. You eat beans, but your digestion, because you're upside down, is slower. It doesn't go down, so no gas. Bam. Still aroused. Boom.
All right, so Bob's due to roll a 2 next.
All right, I'm on the hill wearing my very, very dark sunglasses. I look up and I see a black hole coming. Wait, I take my sunglasses off. Oh, it's so bright. Oh God. I put on my normal sunglasses so I can see, but I can tell that it's light outside. I say a little prayer when I realize it's a meteor coming right at me. And then I strip off all my clothes and get into the position and aim my butthole up at the sun. And then I start eating my can of beans. I call them my celebration beans. And when I'm done eating the beans, I remember my friend Mark is a little bit of a conspiracy theorist and a little bit of a prepper, and maybe he's got a solution for this problem. So while I'm still getting some great butthole sun, I call Mark and I say, Mark, meteor, launch it, just to see if he has anything queued up for this.
I love it. That's great. Okay, let's launch this dice. 15.
Did I gain a point for that, or
You did, yeah. It's +1 now. Total of +1. 16. He does know what you're saying, and I am prepped, and I'm scrambling for it, but I don't make it in time. You're just shouting, launch it now, and I'm like, I can't find the key. Shit. I always misplace that shit.
Mark swimming
God.
through a room full of servers and 3D printers, just like, where's the thing? Oh, the goddamn launch! Oh no!
He's got his Russia prep, his aliens prep, his moon man prep. Where's the meteor prep, damn it?
All right, but it doesn't work. Plows into your butthole once again. Just annihilated your butthole, and also the planet. Wade?
I'm on the hill. It's very dark. I realize I've got my dark sunglasses on. I look up, a black hole! Wait, nope, swap sunglasses to my normal ones. It's actually very fucking bright. I say a little prayer, knowing now it's a meteor coming to destroy us all. I strip down, I bend over, I assume the position. I start eating my beans. While eating my beans, I realize, Mark! I'll call him up. Mark! I say as I'm eating my beans. Mark! Launch it! Nothing happens immediately. So I keep...
You're going back to the fart? You're trying fart part 2?
I've been eating beans. I'm still eating beans. I ripped one!
He's really sticking to his guns. I feel like we're wandering dangerously close back to Wade's not doing anything again.
Look, man, you didn't say I heard they were celebration beans. I have not heard anything about these being magical beans, super powerful government beans.
No, they're just beans.
Oh, I'm a meteor prepper too. These bowels have been preparing for years on my diet of chicken wings and beans.
Man, I wish you'd have said that in your action. No, I'm not giving you a point for a fart.
I don't need one. Watch this.
It's gonna do it. I think we all know it's gonna be a nat 20 again.
Ha! 1. You got one.
How appropriate.
All right, so +1 means 2. You rip 1, you poop a little. So then it slams right into you.
Damn it, old age.
All right, Bob, you're up.
All right, I'm on the hill wearing my stupid sunglasses. I look up, black hole, switch sunglasses. Oh no, meteor! I say a prayer, I get naked, I assume the position and aim my butthole up at the sun. Never felt better. Then celebration beans. I start eating my celebration beans. I stop my face and I realize, what's up, Mark? You pepper. You have I call Mark. I'm like, whoa, meteor. Launch it! Well, like, oh wait, that's not gonna do anything. We're eating beans, and I'm full of myself a little bit. I'm like, wait a minute, I have the president's number. So I call the White House and I say, hey, guys, there's a meteor coming. Do we have anything for this? Well, now I hope that the White House has something to save us.
I thought you said Wade's house. You said White House and your mouth was full.
Yeah, White House. I have the White House. I have the president's number.
I understood everything perfectly, everything, and everyone at home did also. Jesus Christ, plus 1 point. Ha! 9. You got plus 2, that's 11. Not quite.
Not bad.
They also are like, oh, where did I put those keys? Swimming through all their documents in their bathrooms and throw open the curtain to the Declaration of Independence. Is it here? No. Close it up again. Nope.
Turns out they accidentally fired the only 3 people in the government that know how that system works, and they can't get them back.
You're right. Yep. All right, Wade.
All right, I'm on the hill. I'm wearing these really dark sunglasses. I look up. There's a black hole! Oh wait, wrong sunglasses. I swapped them over. Meteor! I bend over. I assume the position after saying a prayer, of course.
Very important.
Stripped down, fully nude, I'm sitting there eating my baked beans, waiting, and I realize, wait, I know a guy who can help with this. Mark! Mark's a prepper! Let me get my phone out! I get my phone. I got Mark! Warfare!
I didn't do that. Yeah, keep going.
Well, I think you missed. Nothing seemed to happen. What else can I do? I know. I'll call the White House. They got something for this. Hey, Mr. President, man, you better do something. They didn't do anything either. I got this. I need AJ Frost on the line. What? Who's AJ Frost? Played by Ben Affleck in the hit movie Armageddon, where they took out a meteor. So I call Ben Affleck and say, you gotta fix this just like last time. Oh, I farted at one point too. Peanut butter is really bad for this.
Are you eating peanut butter?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh, it was really sticking in there.
AJ Frost, was that his name?
Oh yeah, that's a character played by Ben Affleck.
Everybody knows that character's name.
Oh, I'll give you a +1 for sure. Fuck, we shouldn't have asked for this, guys. It was a 5. Only 3, so 8. Shit, we're gonna be here for fucking.
All right, do we have to, Bob? Can we agree to stop the food bit now?
Nope.
Oh fuck!
It's just you just have to speed up. You have to speed it up. You just have to get through it.
Oh, all right.
All right, back to me.
Yep.
I'm on the hill. Boy, it's dark. Switch the sunglasses. A meteor. Say a prayer. Get naked. Butthole sun. Feeling great. Celebration beans. Oh wait, you know what? My friend Mark, he's kind of crazy. I call Mark. I'm like, Mark, meteor. What is it? And he's like, nothing happens. I keep it. I'm fine. I keep eating beans. And I fart and I poop on myself a little bit. I'm like, wait, the White House. I call the White House. I'm like, hey, what's the president? Nothing happens. I'm like, wait, anything flows. And then told Ben Affleck. And I'm like, hey, we're gonna sleep right now. I'm not a spaceman. I'm Ben Affleck. And I'm like, oh, you're right. It's my job. So I pull the rock on and run down the hill to the launch pad where the shuttle is ready to take me up and meet the meteor in space.
I'll give you a point. Oh, I hope this gets it for you guys' sake. Please, Mark, save us.
Yeah, you started this.
14 plus 4. So close. I feel like I should stop this because I worry about you guys choking.
It's gonna get close.
I didn't choke. I just have a really weak gag reflex. It just got me a little bit. Tickled the roof of my mouth. I'm fine.
Gotcha. All right, Wade.
I'm on a hill. I'm wearing my dark sunglasses. I look up. Black hole! No, wait. Swap sunglasses. Ah, meteor. Meteor! I say a little prayer. I strip down buck naked, bend over, aim my ass at the sun, knowing at least this will get some good black butthole sunning, is the phrase. I start eating my beans, and then I realize, hey, Mark's the prepper. That's the Mark's call. Call Mark. Hey, meteor, launch it! Mark launches, completely misses. I'm still eating beans. I let one rip. Ah, just a little poo came out. Call the White House. Hey, Mr. President, meteor, better do something. White House, listen, doesn't know what happened. I'm like, okay, I better call AJ Frost. Mr. Frost, we need you. I'm the gun in the hill. I need to put Affleck. Ah! Look down the hill. Oh shit, but this is the zoo hill. Down the hill. I got my spaceship. So I make my way down the hill. I get my spaceship. I fall like a meteor. I don't know why I can do it. I got the meteor. Look like I brought my chainsaw. So I start sawing the meteor.
Chainsaw, he said chainsaw.
There's fucking everywhere.
All right, man.
He flies up in the struttle, gets out with the chainsaw, and is gonna chainsaw it in half.
Right.
Is that the
right.
idea? Okay.
Yeah, okay, cool. I didn't hear a thing from shuttle to chainsaw, but all right.
No, I was with him. I got that one. I got that one.
I'll give you one. We're at +5, please. 6. Fuck. 11.
Back to you in the studio, Bob.
All right. I'm on the hill. Dark. Sunglasses. Meteor. Prayer. Naked. Butthole. Beans time. Eating the beans? Beans don't work. Oh, Mark. Meteor. Oh, nothing happened. Oh, White House. Hey, Meteor. Nothing happened. Oh, AJ Frost. Meteor. Oh, Ben Affleck. Run down the hill. Get a facial. Nothing happened. The chainsaw. Get on the chainsaw. Nothing happened. More beans. More beans. More beans. Well, I'm like, again. As hard as I can. I don't know anything. Oh my God, how did I just get spit on my glasses? What is happening?
Does that count as a +1 now, or is it still a +0?
I'm giving him a +1 because he's right up against it. It's got to do something, right?
Right in the chainsaw hole.
And I've eaten so many beans at that point.
We really have.
Oh man.
No, not like this.
It's a 13. You're at +6.
No!
I gotta go back to the peanut butter now.
You don't have to do it. You could stop doing the bit.
You did it, so I can't.
Wait, as fast as you possibly can. Wait, as fast as you possibly can.
Shorten it. Condense. Let's go.
I'm on the hill wearing the dark sunglasses. Black hole, no, switch sunglasses, it's light. Ah, meteor! So I grab my beans. Oh no, I say a prayer. I strip down, assume the position. I'm eating my beans. Come on, man. Yeah, prepper, help! My fire, Memphis. Oh shit, I'm forced. No, a little boot comes out. I call the White House. Where, Mr. President? Bam! You want help me, Mr. President? No, I call my AJ Frost. Where's the apple? Fuck! I'm getting way on the hill. Oh, my fucking. I'm stuck on me. You gotta do something, man. I hope you find the right button.
How many cookies have you eaten in the last 10 minutes?
I had 2 full packs and this is all that's left.
Mark comes through.
This sounds fake. I rolled it. It was a 13 before. It rolled and did a 13 again. And with +7, you do it. I found it. I launched my prepper missile. I blasted out of the sky. You jumped and the beans finally kicked in. You farted to slow your descent back to Earth. You lived. All right, that's it. It's done. I'm gonna give you the meteor point, but holy shit, I almost died. You almost died. We almost died.
Bob, what were you putting in your mouth this whole time?
I have sugar-free Jolly Ranchers. I had a whole bag of them. I ended up putting all of these into my mouth all at once at the last one there.
But you spat them out, and they were in the wrapper.
Yeah, I kept putting them in and spitting them out, except for I have one in, but now they're all just wet.
Yeah, I ate mine.
Yeah, I wouldn't have done that.
All right, well done, guys. We got what we asked for, which is that last one lasted longer than all the other ones combined, I think. But it went places that I haven't laughed that hard in a long time.
This is truly one where the listeners win, because if you watched Bob and I with all that shit spewing out of our mouths, it wasn't pleasant.
All right, I'm gonna add onto the wheel. I think drooled the most is a great addition to the wheel.
I did drool. Did you drool a lot, Wade?
No, I think you drooled more. I spat out more chunks of food.
Yeah, but they were dry.
See if it comes up.
The amount of cookie and peanut butter absorbing my saliva, my mouth felt like the Sahara, man.
I do think you definitely ate more than I did, so you got that going. Because I only actually ate one of these. The rest of them are just sitting on my desk in a wet pile.
Yeah, if it lands on drool, I'll give that to you, because you had all the wrappers and like saliva-inducing candy.
That's the most damage I've done to my microphone in a single activity in a long time.
I'm gonna be finding chunks of Thin Mint and Do-si-do, whatever the hell these things are called, for weeks to come.
I think it'll be worth it. Wade, I'll read your points first. You got a birthday point. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
You won the ant thing by infecting everyone. You wore a wooden condom to save yourself from being eaten by your mate. Both of those nat 20s. You got the fly who lived. Again, nat 20 king here. I gave you a point for it's very dark. It's very bright. AJ Frost, and then the meteor point. Bob, you worked your wood. You had I wrote this down as Wilhelm Mike, because I just imagined as it fell, it did the Wilhelm scream. Post-auth, Maverick Turtle, Legendary Moth, Slayer of the Zorboden Land.
Forgotten Land?
Forbidden Lamp! Slayer of the Forbidden Lamp. That was it. You got a point for launch it! You got a point for, is that a black hole? That made me laugh really hard. Okay. 3-sided die for how many spins of the wheel? Just one.
That does not look very good for me at all. I think Wade has a commanding lead.
Nope, actually it is tied. 7-7. I'm saved from myself. Bob, can you pull up the wheel and
Oh, that's right. That's my job. Spin it once.
This once.
Said fuck the most. Oh no.
I have no idea.
No, I don't either.
Oh, that's tough. We both said it some.
Yeah.
Mark, you're the ruler on this. It's either, I would say, either respin, or if you have a guess as to who said it the most, because I genuinely do not know.
I have no idea.
I've been choking on cookie for so long, I don't remember what happened prior.
I feel like this game in particular is difficult to call this one because you have to repeat what the other said.
We said a lot of the same stuff.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like we should respin just because this would come down to a coin toss. And that's not what this is about. This is about earning those points.
It's about fairness.
Yeah.
No. No.
Ah.
Well, if you're the tallest.
Yeah, we decided that between me and Wade, Wade is the shortest, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, by like a fraction of an inch.
I still feel like that's not, like, we're basically the same height, but we did decide that previously, I guess.
I do agree we're basically the same height, but host discretion.
With that, and Wade being fractionally shorter but still freakishly tall, Wade with 8 points and the most nat 20s of anything I've ever seen is the winner.
Thank you.
Oh.
Speech time?
Bob, talk about your loss first.
I feel like I worked really hard today. I feel like Wade has spent a lot of time actually doing nothing, actually contributing nothing, and somehow still was rewarded repeatedly for those decisions. But you know what? We built this constitutional republic to be fair and just, and I am in no position to say it is anything but. So fair is fair. Good job, Wade.
All right, Wade, winner speech.
It was a good episode. It was a very fair and fun episode. The dice spoke. The dice said what deserved to be. And I would argue that of all the inaction everyone's claiming I did, inaction in and of itself is an action. Choosing to do nothing is still choosing to do. But it was fun. I don't think I'll ever have that much luck with 20s again, but I hope I do, because that was funny and wild and crazy. And also, if you're ever going to escalate a bit, don't escalate one where you're putting something in you, probably in any orifice.
All right, you heard it here first. Take that trolley problem. Doing nothing, still doing something. He answered it forever. Thank you everybody so much for listening and or watching this episode. Hope you enjoyed it. I sure did. At points there, I couldn't even breathe. So well done, guys. Thank you for taking my experimental idea that didn't come through and, man, knocking it out of the park. Be sure to follow the podcast for more of this. Let me know what you thought of this episode on the subreddit, reddit.com/r/distractible, one of the highest podcast subreddits out there. I think.
Probably. Top 50.
It's top 1% by size, but who the hell knows what that actually means?
Size matters.
Size does matter, so go check it out. Merch never. Stop asking. Follow these guys. Minion777, Meisker, Markiplier. Podcast out.
NBA anything.
I picked some obscure dates on purpose for this. Actually, I do want to do one more because I think did Bob who did this one first? Mark did this one first, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think Mark starts. So I want to do one more to make sure you guys both get to start one evenly. Do you guys remember life in 2003? Was it any different? About the same?
I generally remember like what my middle school looked like, and I was hardcore in the nerd group with my Palm Pilot and my, but actually I think that was the summer before my last year of middle school. Oh no, that would have been the first summer of high school. I mean, it doesn't matter. All about the same. I would have been in football 2-a-days more than likely at that point in the summer.
Early 9th grade, I started dating a girl in high school that I was in a relationship for 4 years, but we started dating in 2003. That's like the one big memory I have of 2003 was that relationship, because there was like a lot of build up to it because I was a coward and couldn't just ask people out.
You guys remember, what were those called? Go-Go's? Do you remember those little plastic guys? They were like little plastic figures, and they were like collectible. You would like buy a pack and get random ones, and they had like different types of plastic. Some of them were like glittery, and I think they were called Go-Go's.
I don't remember that at all.
That's all I got.
But I do have a date for you, Bob.
Go-Go's Crazy Bones. That's what they were called. Crazy Bones. Go-Go's Crazy Bones. I just called.
Even looking at them, I have no recollection of that. This is one I think you both will know. Bob, what happened November 23rd, 2004?
Is that when Barney the Dinosaur Macy's Day balloon escaped and wreaked havoc in downtown New York City and terrified and traumatized children everywhere because giant...
That was 7 years prior. That was 1997, apparently, where Barney was torn apart on 51st Street.
Ah, that's so close. So close. I almost got it.
I mean, compared to where we're at now, 97 to 2004 are kind of close.
I thought he was just joking. I didn't know that was actually a thing that happened.
That's a thing that happened, but it was my only other guess, which is wrong, is that's not the release date of the Xbox 360, is it? I think the Xbox 360 released in the spring of the following year, potentially.
That was November 22nd, 2005. That was a year later.
Okay, it was fall of the next year. Okay.
Do you remember life in 2004? What was life like for you in 2004?
I was still on the football team, so I was still probably doing football practice. Mainly what I was worried about was football. That actually might have been, that was right around the time where I ruined my shoulder and actually probably made the decision to quit football. But up to that point, up to that season, I had played football since I was like, 10 years old or something, and was pretty like I wanted to go play football in college, and I wanted to be a starting center. But then in practice, I like messed up. I fell on my arm real weird and tore some stuff on the front of my right shoulder. And then I spent the rest of that season not playing on the JV team and decided to quit football forever. So that was the main thing that was happening for me back then. I considered having surgery. I never actually had surgery. My shoulder just sort of healed up over time because it wasn't that serious of an injury, but probably the best thing that's ever happened to me. The guys on the football team were not good people to me. They did not treat me nicely.
I had that experience with my basketball team.
Dickweeds. So I quit football and started doing marching band, and that's where I met all of my friends any friends I still have from high school today were all in band, and none of them were on the football team. So that was a big turning point for me, but I think it was a positive one.
Mark?
This seems familiar, this date, for some reason. I don't know what it is. I don't know why it is, but something happened on this day. Something.
Uh-huh.
Now your turn.
Tell me about your life on this day.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were having a conversation here. I thought I was talking to my friend about the past.
No, you're talking to your host.
My host.
Thank you, thank you.
No, something. It wasn't the iPod. I feel like it was something launched on this day. Was this World of Warcraft? Was this World of Warcraft?
It was World of Warcraft.
Is that the launch day of World of... Holy shit, it is, isn't it?
November 23rd, 2004, WoW launches.
Wow, I knew this day was important for some reason. I just didn't know why. That makes so much sense.
Your lives were forever changed after the launch of this game, as well as your college roommate.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh, well,
If I'm honest, I didn't play WoW until I lived with Mark freshman year of college, so that had almost no impact on me whatsoever.
yeah, I didn't start with the launch. I started slightly after the launch, but I don't remember when after. It wasn't right away, because I remember talking to my dad about it. I was like, you're gonna have this. It's like a subscription you have to pay. Boo! And then, you know, a few months later, I started playing it for some reason. I don't remember if I paid this subscription or whatever.
That was the day that WoW launched. I thought it was earlier than that. 2004. I thought it was, for some reason I thought WoW was closer to like Diablo 2's launch.
No, that game's been around for too long. That game's been around.
Yeah, but Diablo 2 came out in like 99. I thought WoW was like right around that same time period. I didn't realize Diablo 2 was so much older than WoW. Which I guess maybe 5 years isn't so much older, but in my brain it is. Because we were in very different places in 1999 versus 2004.
I know I'm not supposed to look anything up, but I was like, man, is it still going on? There's this website, MMO Champion, that I used to check all the time for news on WoW. I'm like, they're still doing it. Still having updates, still patch notes, still new items coming out. Man, this is still here.
Well, we got exactly halfway through the listed items I had. So this is definitely going to have to be like a future one that I pick up. But looking at the time, I've gone a little bit over. Whoops. I don't remember what order of operations are here. I think I read off things, then we add something to the wheel, then we spin. Is that right?
It's whatever you want, man.
You're the host, man. Yeah, listen.
I think for the wheel, this might favor Mark in this particular episode, but for the wheel, most callbacks, there was a lot of gray today. It lived rent-free in my head that I was going to figure out why every date I wanted to figure out how Mark would make it gray, which he didn't for WoW. But every other one, there was gray.
That was the only time I saw color.
So I just think most callbacks will go on the wheel. As far as points go, let me start with Mark for no particular reason. Mark, you got points for Apple Rewards, DOS to Windows 1995, Y2K, Gray, Bush Aircraft Carrier, and WoW.
I was hoping you were going to go gray, gray, gray.
Bob, you got points for Accidental Saw By, Mark Birthday Remember, Reagan Fusro Daw, 9/11, 98, 99, Boom. And Molly got a point for, I don't remember what.
Getting a car, probably.
And then I guess we do wheel. I've got to roll a D3. And I've got a 2.
We need to migrate this wheel into a more official context, because I think this one caps out at 25 inputs.
We're reaching the end of this wheel's lifespan.
We currently have 23 inputs.
We'll just have multiple wheels going at the same time. Collaborative.
Yeah, no, I will say I saw people talking on the subreddit, and they were like, they should delete one every time they add one, because then we won't have repeats. That's not the point. The point is, by the end of this season, this wheel is gonna have like 100 fucking things on it, and it's gonna be amazing.
It'll have probably 365 things.
All right, we got 2 spins coming in. Yep, spin number 1.
Oh.
Okay.
Most callback. That's the one you just added. No.
Have we ever had that happen?
I feel like that has happened with like the newest one being.
No, we kept getting listener and viewer points, but we actually don't. We've maybe one other time I think had the new one get picked, but
You're right. It's totally fair. I'm not protesting it at all, because it's definitely me, right?
Yeah, I mean, it was made for your gray, so yeah.
All right. Spin number 2, the fairest spin of all. Most distracted.
Who was the most locked in today? Because the other one would be the most distracted.
I mean, I was fairly distracted, but I try to keep it chill because I make a lot of noise sometimes. So I have multiple fidget spinners that I've been fidgeting with and things. And how many new web pages did I open? I opened about 6 new web pages. 3 of them are unrelated things I Googled. One of them is about GoldenEye 64.
Mark, can you top that, or is Bob more distracted than you?
No, actually, I was, because I thought we weren't allowed to, go on the internet.
Yeah, well, that's the thing is I wasn't Googling things about the episode. We were just talking, and then I'd be like, when did the GameCube release? And then I just Google that.
All right, I'll give you that one.
That's fair. I didn't do that.
And then I looked into the GameCube and I was like, oh, I missed Time Splitters. So then I pulled up some stuff about the Time Splitters series because it's good games. And then that led me to, oh, you know what I missed more than that? It was Perfect Dark Zero. That was a good one. And then and that connected back to GoldenEye. And I was also Googling stuff about the Mayan calendar after we talked about that.
Well, prior to the wheel spins, Mark had 6 points. Bob had 5. You each got 1 from the wheels. Mark, you end up with 7. Bob with 6. Molly at 1. Mark, you win.
Yay!
Winner speech.
Memory, such a funny thing. Will people remember this victory that I claimed? Yes. Yes, they will. Just like they always remember when I, Mark I. Plier, doth win. And I doth win by getting more points. So thank you to me for performing so good in everything that I do. And also me, for my past self, for being there for me.
Bob, do you have a less gray loser speech?
As a person with aphantasia, I feel like this episode was relatively targeted against me. Mark got to rely on his very vivid visual memories, and that's why he had so many colors in what he was talking about. And I did my best, but when you're at such a disadvantage, and it's really outside my control how my mind works, it's hard to keep your head in the game. But I did what I could, and I only lost by 1, so just as bad as losing by 100. So go me.
Well, thank you all for watching, and I guess sort of thank you for listening if you didn't watch, but you should have watched because you always should watch. See you all in the next one. If you haven't already, go follow Bob at MyScript, Mark at Markiplier, me at Minion77 or Lord Minion777. Until next time, podcast out.
Good evening, gentle listeners or watchers, and welcome to Distractible. This episode, Morbid Mark discusses the profit and loss of pirates, then unleashes oddities on his hombres. Bulldozing Bob goes top down, bloviates about blowing, channels Kris Kringle, and shows interest in penises. Wrong'un Wade contradicts his comrades, reports on Portland P, and goes full tipage. From pizza to saggy truck nuts. Yes! It's time for even more broken news. Now sit back and prepare to be distracted and enjoy the show.
Hello and welcome back to Distractible. My name is Markiplier. I am your host this week because I won last week. But one of these 2 gentlemen that I'm with is going to be the winner this episode, and they will be the host next week. So if you don't like this episode, I'm hurt, but only a little bit. And then next week, or later in this week, you'll have another episode that'll be better than this one. And you won't have to hurt my feelings anymore.
Way better.
Seems likely, yeah.
One of them is going to have a terrible episode next week. One of them is going to have a great episode. So it's up to them and me to pick who it's going to be.
I almost accidentally said the word already. And I don't know what that would have meant.
Oh, there's no pen attached to this. Oh, no.
Time to write with some ketchup.
Mr. I'm ready over here isn't actually ready.
No, I'm ready. Hold on. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
Garbo's got a little makeup. I think he's afraid to wear this makeup. I don't need him on the table. They're all carried over the table.
I'm going to deduct a point for myself for not being ready.
Good boy.
Yeah, I'm deducting a point for that.
I'm sorry. Good boy.
There's another one gone.
Okay. Bad boy.
Oh, you got one back for that.
Oh, you bad boy.
All right, points for boy is out.
Bad girl.
Good man.
Good man. All right. This is a terrible start. I told you, everybody, this is going to be your least favorite episode. I want to hear about these two gentlemen's life.
I can start this time because Bob, you hosted an episode not too long ago where we talked about Cincinnati, and you and Mark were agreed on the front of La Rosa's Pizza bad. That made me want La Rosa's Pizza again, and I ordered some. I got a large bacon pepperoni, and it was so good. Like one of the best pizzas of all time. I enjoyed every bite. I wanted more. I couldn't get enough of it. And all I could think to myself is how wrong your two's opinion of this was. This must be how you guys feel about me with tacos. Every bite, every smell, every swallow, every bit of that pizza was just so good in my mouth hole and throat cavity. I enjoyed it so much, and I want more right now. I've been craving it again ever since. La Rosa's is great, underappreciated, under the radar. If you're in Cincinnati, try La Rosa's. Don't listen to these two.
It's not underappreciated. It's a huge fucking chain restaurant. There's like 1,000 of them.
But everyone seems to, like, I was talking to our friend Jesse, and Jesse was also like, yeah, I'm not big on it. It's like, how do all of my friends not like the best pizza in Cincinnati, or at least one of the top 3?
Those are very different claims. Just sort of throw that out there.
I don't know which one's my favorite. I'm not as picky on pizza. I like a lot of pizza. So to say which one's my favorite kind of depends on which one I'm craving, because I crave different ones at different times. But right now, La Rosa's #1 crave.
I deducted a point.
I feel sad for you.
I knew you two would appreciate it, but the audience deserves to know the truth.
Audience, if you come to Cincinnati, definitely get La Rosa's so that you can understand how wrong Wade is.
The thing is, it's fine.
Yes, exactly. It's not like we're saying it's awful pizza. It's just unremarkable.
It's better than that. They put the pepperoni under the cheese. It's so unique.
It's not meaningfully better than any of the other chain pizza restaurants. And it's definitely not a thing that deserves to represent Cincinnati in a meaningful way.
My pizza experience has probably been shifted because I started to appreciate like brick oven pizza. Whereas like when I was growing up, I never would have actually enjoyed that. The thin crust, kind of style, just a margarita pizza, I wouldn't have gravitated towards. But now that I had, well, the one place that I really like shut down where I was living before, and then I was never able to find it ever again. Not that I've looked, but every once in a while you get a good restaurant that does real brick oven pizza, and it's just something about that char, because I'm always a char kind of guy.
La Rosa's is thin crust. I wouldn't call it brick oven pizza. It is thin crust by default.
But it's floppy.
And you cut it into squares. It's so good.
I do like a square cut pizza, and La Rosa's is by far my least favorite square cut pizza I've ever had.
Ah! That's my small talk.
All right, well done. You lost a point for it. Bob.
Bad me.
For those who weren't watching, the way Wade just patted his head really added to that. I'm giving you a point back for that.
Thanks, man.
Speaking of Cincinnati and places, guys, it's happening. The first day where it was nice enough outside that I drove around with all the windows down and the sunroof open when I had to go out to go do some errands or something has finally happened. It's been pretty gross most of the other days since then, but god damn, is there nothing quite like driving around with the windows all down with some music playing so you could just hear it above the wind noise and the sunroof, and it's blowing and it's whew.
So you would say that there was good weather.
There was one good weather.
One.
And also Sunday night, we were in the basement because there was a tornado warning.
You texted me, I was texting Jesse, like we had like this we're getting older friend moment where we're all like, this wind is crazy. Are you okay? How are you? Are you in the basement? Did you see what's coming? It's like,
dude, it's living in LA. Anytime there's a tiny earthquake, it's race to social media to see who posted first, right? It's like, because you'll just see earthquake. Was there an earthquake? I think there was an earthquake.
we apparently have 2 more of those storms coming through. I don't know if you saw, Bob, this entire week. After today, first alert weather warnings, severe thunderstorms, winds, rain, lightning, flood, all coming.
We were not in the dead center, but this was the first time since I was a kid where the storm track was up, and they were like drawing the line and the boxes and all this stuff, and I was like, oh yeah, we're right in that. Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
And the guy was like, look here, look at this swirl. You see this? This is tornado activity. And that was like, there was a line drawn from the tornado over our house, and I was like, oh, that's unsettling.
We had a weird moment. We were not like in a tornado watch. We had a weird moment where we were just all of a sudden in a tornado warning, which means that there is one. And it was just like tornado warning. And like, we're like, the sirens aren't going off. It's not even that windy yet. Like,
Weirdly calm right now.
well, it was.
I feel like it was just really windy a minute ago.
Nothing. I'll go outside.
Well, we were like, did we get all the animals into the base? Because normally, you know, the loud sirens go off when it's your turn to go down. But we were like being told, we're like, the wind is crazy, the rain is crazy, tornado. And we like, that says it's us, but right now that's not. It was like 10 minutes later it started to get crazy, but like it was just really weird that it was like, are we in it? Did the tornado pick us up? Is this like our we're in Kansas moment?
This storm on Sunday was one of those very like, it was a hard wall of storm, because we had the same thing. It was like, I forget, it was like maybe like 7 o'clock, and my phone was like, ooh, thunder or tornado watch and blah, and I looked outside and it was like kind of sunny, like sunset but like dusk. But I was like, really, in 20 minutes there might be a tornado here? It was a little later than they thought, but it was like half an hour later. It was just absolute chaos. Also, can I just throw out, yeah, I can't be the only one. Do you guys get that instinct? We were in the basement and the sirens went off and we got the warning and we were like, okay, let's go in the basement, tornado warning. And we were watching, James was watching something, it was after bedtime, so he was like real sleepy. So we were just trying to keep him happy. And I had like my phone and I was watching the weather. And part of me was like, oh, we should just go upstairs and take a peek. It sounds
Yes.
fine. It doesn't sound like there's
yeah.
a tornado. Maybe I should just go upstairs and just take a peek. Like that instinct is so hard to fight. Every part of me was like, you're not going to die if you just go take a peek.
I've never seen a tornado. I want to see one. I've seen funnel clouds.
Yeah, I want to step outside and see if I can see one.
Yeah, well, if I
Yeah.
go, if it looks like a tornado when I go, you go back downstairs.
Yeah, you'll be like, whoa, and then you leave. What are the odds you're going to open the door and it's going to rip the door off its hinges and you're going to be sucked out?
Listen, it's not like an airplane, okay? So
This might be less well, it's probably not less problematic here. I don't know, tree branches, that kind of stuff can do it. There was a news segment yesterday. We got to see, we were at the car dealership for 6 hours, so we got to see this on repeat. Because they repeated the same 4 stories just on repeat for 6 hours. It was awful.
you mean the news? Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was Molly just likes watching Weather Channel reruns.
She records it, just plays it over again, make sure there's missing details.
I love this one.
There was a house out in like the rural, some rural part of Ohio, I don't know where it was. But they had like the tornado go through their property. It didn't hit their house, but like they walked up to a tree and they have like a metal roof on their barn that got ripped off. And they walk up to a tree and there's just this big straight piece of metal that went into the tree, and she like tried to yank it out. The thing did not budge at all. And so whenever I was thinking about like, oh, I could just go outside and take a look, I saw that and I was like, I am never going to go outside and take a look. If this piece of metal can go through a tree, like a big solid tree like that, just from this wind, what would that do to me? Probably nothing good.
You have to think about it though. I ultimately did not, mainly because we have security cameras on the outside of the house. So I'll totally admit, I was like, I had the weather up on like my phone, and then I had my iPad and I was like, this camera? Ooh, it's windy. This camera? Ooh, it's windy there too. Ooh, like the whole time I was like, maybe I'll see it on the cameras.
It was some of the most vivid lightning I've ever seen. Like the lightning strikes, there was like horizontal lightning. I've never seen lightning just go complete. Like I didn't see any of it going like this at one point, but there was just completely horizontal lightning.
No, yeah, it was a lot of like cloud to cloud lightning stuff. It was crazy.
So there were vertical bolts, but it was all very like severe, because there was a moment where you'd see the bolt, you'd wait, then the thunder would hit, and it was like some of the craziest thunder I've ever experienced. Then finally, when the storm got really close and we had the instant bolt, the whole fucking house, man, shook like it has, like it was the biggest bolt I've been a part of. I've had some hit close to home where like you your whole house moves. There was something about this particular storm where I felt like it was the craziest thunder I've experienced.
I did have flashbacks. The only other time I've been in a storm that had lightning of that craziness was when we lived in the Bay Area. There was a lightning storm that came through there was no rain, and it started a couple hundred fires because it was the craziest fucking lightning storm. Literally, it started like early in the morning, so like it woke us up at like 6 in the morning, and for a second my brain was like, we're being bombed, what's happening? Because it was just a storm with lightning, but it was literally just like for like an hour straight. There was no breaks. It was some crazy fucking lightning. All right, listen, I forgot how old we are. I didn't mean to make us talk about the weather for an hour and a half, but
That's cool. Bob, you actually earned points for your small talk.
good boy.
Naughty storm.
Can we just stop the episode? Can we just cancel it?
You said this was going to be everyone's least favorite episode. We're just trying to help you out here.
Bob and I are fighting for the callback point.
All right, so I have another thing. So this is not to plug Prusa anymore, but this is about the Prusa shipment that So I told everyone before that they've hooked me the fuck up. I didn't know how much, because I have the shipping information that it's coming in on, and it's 3 pallets.
Jesus Christ.
567 kilograms of package that they have sent to me, right? So I did not know this. I did not know. I knew it was going to be a lot. I didn't know it was going to be that much. So that's great and all, except I got an email from the Customs and Border Patrol. Like, that was just like, because whenever you have a shipment that large from international, you know, it needs to be verified, yada yada. I've done that before, but not to this quantity, but I've done that before. So I submit my paperwork, I do all that yada yadas, and then they're like, great, it's ready for pickup.
I thought they were gonna be concerned. They're like, this guy bought a 22, some greasy bullets, and now he's buying all this international printing. What's he up to?
They said ready for pickup, and also we're gonna charge you starting today $578
God damn.
and 14 cents per day that it's not picked up. That was Friday. Today is Tuesday.
Good thing you got that truck, man.
But here's the thing. I chase this down day of, right? I'm like, oh, fuck! And I start making calls, and I ask Gavin to make some calls, and so we're back and forth with this, and I'm like, this was supposed to be delivered to door. That's what I was assured of, and I was like, looking at the manifest, I was like, oh God, because it didn't have the number for the street, maybe that was the problem, because it wasn't on there. I looked, and I'm talking to, and then what we find out is that, no, they're supposed to still deliver it, and they're just gonna coordinate it, and they just haven't picked it up yet. And my thought is, why haven't they picked it up yet? Because it's costing them $500.
They're not being charged $600 a day. It's you, isn't it?
Well, how many other packages have they not picked up? Because they do a lot of the shipping. And so I'm just wondering, like, is this just normal for these businesses to run this way? This can't be right. I don't know where it is. It just says it's at LAX, which is very far.
Yeah, just go to LAX, find your pallets.
Back into some loading bay somewhere.
You just drive across the tarmac, you get to the loading bay, and everything's fine.
Look, I have a truck now. I can take 1 pallet, and that's it.
That would be the worst back and forth day trip of all time.
Can you stack 3 high like it's Farm Simulator and you just throw some ratchet straps over?
Storage Hunter Simulator. Just throw that shit in there.
But no, so I'm still waiting for that, because apparently it's supposed to be delivered, but I'm just fascinating that they're just eating that cost, because that is now added up to more than what the entire shipping cost probably was.
They must have like maybe it wasn't communicated to you, but FedEx has like an area where it's like, put our shit over here, and they get it's a lower rate or something, or there's no way they're just eating that cost, and FedEx is just gonna pay that because they're.
But no one's delivering it yet. That's right. And I've confirmed this multiple times, but I'm still getting the emails. The emails are still coming to me that, like, this has not been picked up yet. You are now accruing a price.
That seems bad.
I really hope that no one crossed a wire here and I'm supposed to pick that up, because it's getting really expensive really fast.
Yeah, that's a lot of money very quickly. You're already 5 days in.
Yes, that's why I wanted to take care of it on Friday. I was like, oh God, we gotta rent a U-Haul truck or something. We gotta go. Where am I gonna get a forklift?
Yeah, well, I hope the place that has the thing has a forklift, but goddamn.
I'm here with my U-Haul.
I was thinking of getting a forklift, but inevitably I didn't because I'm like, I don't think I have a use for it. Now I really wish I did, because I would drive my forklift down there and I would go get it.
I'm just trying to figure out what part of the airport you go to pick up your international pallets.
I don't know. I know that you can rent box trucks, but I haven't had to do that. I've had to rent U-Hauls before, but not this.
I mean, U-Hauls can carry pallets. You probably, for 3 pallets, you'd need kind of a big one, but they have U-Hauls that could carry 3 pallets, probably, maybe.
Can you lift, like, are they heavy? Are they so heavy you couldn't just lift it with a dolly? Like, how do you need a forklift to move these things?
It's 567 total kilograms, so damn near 200 kilograms apiece.
That's pretty heavy.
The 3 of us combined could do it, but we'd struggle a lot, especially to give it up.
One of us would definitely like lose a finger trying to get it into the bed of a truck or the back of like a box truck or something.
I like my fingers. That's how I pat people and say, good boy. I need all 5 for that.
All right, anyway, that is the small talk round. I just wanted to say that because it's interesting. I still haven't resolved any of my other issues.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
But today, we're going to be going back to Old Reliable. It's broken news!
All right.
I probably should have prepared something for that.
I may have just accidentally thrown my coin onto... It's not important. I'm gonna stop fidgeting with that. That's very heavy.
I've been intentionally avoiding the news because it's been super not funny. And I want to read you guys some headlines and talk about these wonderful news stories that are occurring out in the world.
So ready.
First one. It's a lot of pee, man. Sorry, it's a lot of pee. Man has no idea who is putting gallons of urine in his recycling bin.
Ooh.
Gallons?
It's a lot of pee. How does he know it's gallons? Is it in containers?
Yeah.
Well, if it's in containers, I have to ask again. How does he know it's pee?
I'm sure there was some test protocol going on. Here, I'll show you a picture of what we're looking at.
That's a lot of pee.
One of them looks particularly unhealthy, I gotta say.
That's the apple juice pee. What is this, pinola oil?
Yeah. Anyway, glad we're starting off with this one. So Alex Van Duyn, I'm so sorry, Alex Van It's spelled D-U-Y-N.
I'm starting to figure out why Alex is getting picked on. People pronounce his name like that.
Are you trying to pronounce Van Duyn?
Dude, I'm pretty sure it's Duyn.
Doing.
Duyn.
This poor guy's getting piss rained on in his house, and I'm just making fun of his name.
He's named after the noise Wile E. Coyote makes when he walks off the edge of the cliff.
So Alex Van, how did you say it?
Duyn?
Duyn.
Duyn?
Duyn.
Duyn?
Duyn.
Duyn?
Said the problem started in September when he noticed his recycling bin had not been collected. So I opened the blue bin, and lo and behold, there was a nice deposit of gallon-sized bottles of urine, to put it plainly, and there were 6 of them. Then, a following week, there was more urine. What seems to be more than one person could possibly produce in the weeks that followed.
I've not ever collected all of the urine that I make over the course of any number of days, so I'm not super sure, but that does seem like a lot for one human to make. I'm just struggling with, I don't really care why for so long? Like, even if you had a purpose for collecting the urine, weeks of this?
I think it's pretty obvious.
Oh, yes. First account from our reporter in the field, Wade, here.
So I was interviewing a neighbor by the name of Bill. Bill, do you want to tell us your story? Yeah, hi, man. Just wanted to let you know. Recycling here, it ain't free. We can't all afford recycling, but the water supply, it's been a bit rough. It's hard to get water. So I was talking to some of the other folk, and we decided, well, we make liquid, right? and they could probably recycle it, make something good out of it. So I went around with my bucket, I started collecting urine, we put it in some nice sealed containers, and we put it in Mr. Dween's bucket, and we're like, oh, they'll come collect the bigger bucket, because they'll recycle it. I mean, it's liquid, why can't you recycle liquid if you can recycle wood and cardboard and plastic and all that? So we're just trying to do some good for the community. Thank you, Mr. whatever your name was. Bill! Yes, Mr. Bill. Back to you.
Thank you to Wade, reporter Wade, reporting from Portland.
Where water's a problem.
Yep, and people talk like that. To close out this, he has a message for the mystery man. Might not be a man, nobody knows. Quote, maybe he's watching, I don't know. Please stop. Please just don't do it anymore. It's a lot of pee. I mean, this guy's really pissing me off, end quote.
Whoa. He's just gonna throw in a joke at the end of this.
I think he's in on it. I think they're all pissing together and it wasn't collected, so they made it a story.
I'm saying this is him doing this to get the news people here so he can make that joke at the end. It's all elaborate.
He lost a bet, and the bet was, can you make the news talking about your urine? And he's like, bet. Well, I hope the Portland water crisis ends soon so they can stop having to use people's urine.
Yeah, it's truly a tragedy out there.
If only there was a way to process urine in a way that didn't have to go in buckets. Like, if only you could flush it somewhere.
No way. It's impossible. All right, I'm gonna show you guys a picture before we get to the next one.
Ooh, somebody was drunk. Someone driving the paint truck, just bouncing curb to curb as they go paint the lines on the road.
Wade, please describe this picture for everyone who's just listening.
Unfortunately, what we're looking at is a really messed up image of the corpse of an old road. You can see the chalk lines where they were drawing where the road had died, and they paved a new road right on top of it, but they redrew the chalk lines to make sure you could see where that old windy road died.
Fuck.
What you're actually seeing...
Bob's got this. Thanks.
Oh, okay.
Thanks, you Wade in the field.
You're welcome.
What we're looking at is actually the trail of the largest known snail to ever live on Earth. It happened to just be just about as wide as this one paved road was, but it wiggled down the road and it kind of went back and forth a little bit, and it's just like a wiggly little trail. And it's not little, it's huge. It's literally as wide as a 2-lane road. But like it like from far enough away, like it just looks like a little snail trail. Is that a better description?
What we're actually looking at is some of the most brilliant McDonald's marketing of all time. If you see the M's and the yellow lines, they want you to drive down the road and know you're headed toward McDonald's breakfast. What the fuck is this and why is this? It's like the road was too quick to get down. It's like, well, we need to make the road longer. What if we just make them curve around a little bit, make it take longer to get down the road?
You got there eventually. Yes, this is a speed measure to try to get people to slow down in their driving. Now, here's the thing. This is in, where is this in? This is Pennsylvania. And it's meant to zigzag because you can't, obviously, well, you totally can go fast doing this. And here's the thing, Texas roads are insane. Filming some projects in Austin, like, that's not even the worst of it. But one of the things in Austin is that there's a lot of bike lanes that become protected bike lanes, suddenly not protected bike lanes, turning into different lanes. So the road kind of does this anyway while you're doing that, maybe by design, maybe not. Every time I've driven on those, I say to myself, I can't believe they're making me do these maneuvers at speed. There's nothing in my head that went slow down. It's just, man, I hope this car can handle these turns. And so I'm sure that's what a lot of drivers are doing. It's just that, or they just drive straight through the middle of it.
Yeah, well, I can't tell if it's better or worse. Around my parents' house, there are roads where they've essentially done the same thing, but what they did instead was they put in pinch points where the road just gets really narrow and there's hard curbs on both sides, or there's like a traffic circle, like a tiny little traffic circle where you could literally drive straight over it and you might mistake it for a speed bump. But it's for the same purpose of like, so you have to drive more slowly. But with those, say it snows 6 inches, or if you don't see the curb, if it's like dark out or whatever, you just fucking destroy your car if you drive straight into a curb at 30 miles an hour or whatever, however fast you might be going. I guess this is better because no one is going to get into a terrible car accident if they don't see that the lines are all squiggly and shit. But also, I would just, if I lived near this road and I had to drive it regularly, I'm just going to drive straight down the road. I'm not fucking doing that. Just because being in a car, even going slow, is so miserable when you're like, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm not fucking doing that. I'll drive slow. I just will drive in a straight line because that sucks.
I've got one of the local residents here who apparently has been experiencing other unforeseen issues. Drake Ulysses Law. Do you want to tell us what you've been seeing?
Huh?
It's actually pronounced Drac. The neighbors and I, one of the things we haven't noticed is that the paint prices have gone up dramatically since the roads have been painted in such a way. Wait, you said Pennsylvania, not Pennsylvania.
Oh, man.
She just actually think it was Transylvania for a while.
Back to you. That's my line. My bad. That's Drac. Back to you in the studio.
Drake Ulysses,
Law.
that almost made me vomit. I'm not gonna lie. Can't just unleash something like that.
You weren't even laughing. You just jumped straight to vomit.
Oh man, right to vomit. Right straight to vomit.
When I said that name, did you guys have any idea what was coming?
No, I was so
No
fucking
clue.
confused.
This is the dumbest shit.
Whoa, man. Yeah, that might be your dumbest.
Good, the vampire.
Oh man. Next article. There's nothing about this article really, but I want you to hear the title. Florida Senate race. Randolph Bracey slams sister for running against him in Orange County.
Like, purpley, like they fucked, or like.
That's it.
Okay.
Randolph Bracey, huh?
Slams sister.
For running against him.
What's her name? Lacey Bracey?
I don't know. I didn't read the article. I'm just looking at the title.
What was his name? Rudolph?
Randolph.
Randolph.
Randolph. There's nothing else about it. It's the slams. Are you focusing on the names or anything else in the title?
I've actually got a local citizen here. Sir, what was your name? I go by Saint Nicholas. Yeah, old Rudolph Bracey. I was actually gonna have him lead my sleigh tonight, but he told me just before we were about to take off, he's running for Senate apparently. And he's on the naughty list, so that's not likely. Not likely. His sister, though. I'd slam her.
Oh.
All right, anyway, Santa Claus, everybody. Thanks so much for the interview, sir. Yeah, Santa Claus lives in Florida. He retired to Florida. That's where he spent the off season. Did I do it right?
Yeah, you sure did.
Anyway, you just don't, you just latched onto that because of the slams.
Yeah, I've always had a problem with titles of articles where it's always like X slams why, and I'm like, I don't know. It's lost all meaning to me. I think it's silly in this context. But I've never taken anyone insulting anyone. It's like he just slammed him.
I just feel bad for Lacey Bracey.
It's not her name. I don't know her name because if I click on this link, this is the most ad-infused, horrifying website of nightmarish proportions you could ever have. There's this quote in here. I click on it. It's like, this is a sad day for the Bracey name.
Don't break their heart. Their Lacey Bracey heart.
Whatever. Anyway, moving on. Next one. Don't you dare pick out any people to interview. All right, next one. Ugh. Police chief defecated in office. Put Viagra in office coffee. Wade?
He's gonna interview somebody.
I won't.
He's trying not to, but he's going
I
to.
sympathize with the police chief. Because sometimes when things are hard, shit gets real.
Great. All right.
I just have to ask, is this the police chief from the same place where wasn't there a female officer who was like making OnlyFans videos by sleeping with all of the other male officers in her precinct, and she got in some amount of trouble because you're not supposed to do that. I believe I remember a news story about that, but this must be her police chief.
She only got in trouble because they all had their 9mm out with the safeties off.
Doesn't even faze me anymore.
Good.
There's more to this article than the title reveal, because in the opening paragraph, there's a piece of information that was left out that just adds to the mystery of what happened in North Bergen, New Jersey. A group of North Bergen police officers say their chief defecated in department offices, multiple, stuck a hypodermic needle into an officer's penis, and spiked coffee with Viagra. See, one of those things was omitted from the title.
Not that I'd love to know, but I feel like I need to know the context of how exactly was he in a position to stick a needle into another man's penis?
Sometimes you don't want to lead off with the fact that you have a needle dick.
Was it through pants or not through pants? Because that's not clear.
I have no idea. I don't even know. Reading this article feels like I'm reading just AI generated nonsense. I have no idea.
Did you say it's Bergen?
North Bergen, New Jersey.
Why is it the same place as where the bad guys live in the Trolls movies?
Is that where it is?
I swear to God, the Bergens are the people in the Trolls movies that eat the trolls, and I think they live in Bergen Town or something.
It is called Bergen Town, yeah.
New Jersey, what are we doing?
I don't even know if this is real. Okay, attorney Patrick Toscano of Fairfield has requested in a letter to Attorney General Matt Platkin dated March 26 that the state take over the police department in Hudson County Town, where are we? Fairfield, Hudson County, saying that the officers now fear for their safety. Toscano sent various notices of tort claims. T-O-R-T?
Tort is a thing. A tort is a civil claim against another person, like assault. Non-criminal assault is a tort. That's a very common thing. It's not a word you hear if you're not a lawyer, I guess, but that's just what civil claims are called, basically.
Okay, so the accusations and the claims filed on behalf of the various officers range from on-the-job harassment to pranks, quote-unquote, including Chief Robert Farley defecating in offices on the bathroom floor and leaving it there, and chasing one officer around a room and stabbing his penis with a needle and drawing blood. The claims also accuse Farley of sending a pride flag and masturbation cream to another officer's home, which his family saw, exposing himself at work at random times, dropping drugs believed to be Viagra and Adderall into coffee. A claim also says one officer's fish were believed to have been poisoned with the drugs. He also placed dangerously hot peppers in the officer's food.
Is this where the movie Super Troopers is from, or?
So what actually happened here is it started off as a harmless prank. It was two guys making a bet, one-upping each other, kind of like yelling penis to kind of escalate. Unfortunately, at one point, one officer dared another one to watch all of the Saw movie. And for some reason, when he watched them, they really clicked. So he came to the office next day and said, I want to play a game. And everyone's like, okay, what do you want to play? And that okay was all he needed to begin his rampage of terror. You know how that needle ended up in that man's penis? Because he was dropped into a vat of needles, pantsless, having to find a key to get the handcuff off of himself.
Yeah, I don't know. This guy was only appointed chief of police at this place in February of 2024.
It doesn't sound like he should still be police chief.
I think they did a wheel spin to figure out who should be police chief, and the people on the wheel weren't even actually police officers based on his actions.
Anyway, that's what's happening in New Jersey.
That defines you, New Jersey.
How do New Jerseyans sound? What's their stereotypical?
Wade, find someone in the field from New Jersey.
Excuse me, Mr. What's your name? You simply said forget about it. Can I get a couple words from you?
No, forget about it. New Jersey, number one.
You kind of sound like Brooklyn and Barney had a baby.
That's us here in New Jersey.
Thank you for your time. That's all I could get out of him. I'm sorry.
Great. Thank you.
Hey, you asked him to do that.
I did, I didn't know I was expecting.
I wasn't either. I found the first person I could, and that's all I got out of him.
The mic broke at his first word. The mic didn't pick up him saying forget about it, and then it started working.
Oh, I'm sorry. This thing, it's been a little bit crazy down here. Someone was throwing cups of shit around. One of them hit my mic. I had to get a new one from the local Radio Shack.
I miss Radio Shack.
All right, I only got a few more, so we're drying up here. But this one might be, it's a about to say relevant. I don't think it's relevant at all. But here we go. Far-right influencers are hosting a $10,000 per person matchmaking weekend to repopulate the Earth.
Fun.
I'm not comfortable making jokes on this one like I have been.
Wait!
So this is gonna be a bunch of dudes who all pay $10,000 because they think they're gonna go find someone who will be willing to have sex with them, but it's just gonna be a bunch of dudes who are, in fact, not willing to have sex with them, probably.
Here's the craziest part of it, and that's probably true. The NATO conference, which costs up to $10,000 to attend, features multiple matchmaking strategy sessions and on-site ministers, so attendees can get married.
Mark, I've been out here in the field trying to find some people to interview. Excuse me, miss, what's your name? Sarah! Sarah, can you tell me what you're doing down there? Yeah, we were told to bury ourselves face down so they can plant the seeds. All right, you heard it here first. Can I remove a point from myself?
Oh, I'll do it for you.
Thanks, man.
It's sold out. Whoa. According to the website, the sold out NATO conference taking place March 28th to 29th, so it already happened, at a hotel operated by the University of Texas at Austin, has, quote, no political or ideological goal other than a world in which our children can have grandchildren.
I mean, that just sounds like a lie, but okay. Even if I ignore my knee-jerk political response to this, how I feel about this and who I think might be attending it, ignore the fact that the headline itself said right-wing influencers, does this just sound like the saddest convention you could imagine? People who are so desperate that they're like, $10,000? Well, that's a bargain. It sounds so sad. There's no part, like, there's a lot of other things I think and feel about this, but the overwhelming one is sad.
They have the little stickers on their shirts like, hi, I'm DTF. And then the other one's like, hi, I'm dad. But their shirt says, or soon will be. That's the outfit requirement for attending the convention. People like Richard Pritchard are there working 12 hours a day to make sure that babies are being pumped out at a needed rate.
Is that a person?
No, I just like the name Dick Pritchard.
That happened apparently, so I'm assuming.
I can't believe we missed it, you know?
Like, isn't resources a thing that we're like, man, how are we going to continue to get resources like fossil fuels and food and all this and that? Why do we need more people?
You're missing out on, are you telling me you're missing out on the joy of understanding the people who believe in like the great replacement theory and people like fearless leader Elon Musk, who are huge proponents of making as many babies as physically possible so that we don't run out of people to earn him money?
You mean the guy who's all like, good Musk?
No, I don't think even he has done that, but
he has people do it for him, like his WoW account.
the same guy actually plays Path of Exile and pats him on the head and says good Musk to him.
So yeah, I'm expecting in 9 months there's going to be a population explosion.
Baby boomers 2.0. That's what I'm expecting.
There'll be a convention 20 years from then. It's like, were you conceived at that hotel in Austin? Me too! Brother, sister?
Brother?
The maids walking into the hotel after the session, they're just like,
This just in, there are 1,000 new jobs at a small hotel in Austin after all of the cleaning employees mysteriously left in the same day. It's like the fucking Ghostbusters after the Marshmallow Man exploded.
I can't. So the headline was right-wing influencers are going to this or promoting it. If there are influencers going to this, presumably this is known information because they're sharing it like to their followers or whatever. Is it better or worse if they go and they marry someone they just met on the spot just to start making babies, or they go to a paid marriage sex convention and can't even get someone to be with them at that convention? I feel like it'd be really embarrassing to go and then come home empty-handed, but I have to imagine that's happening.
I have no clue. There's no information from people that actually went in this article as far as I can see.
Did they have a hashtag or something we can look at?
No one came home empty-handed because they all came at the hotel.
I'm not gonna write anything down for that.
Compared to lots of other stuff he said today, that was pretty good.
I'm using my Gatling gun approach to comedy today, where I'm just gonna keep firing and see what lands.
Dude, the points column between the two of you is outrageous just in terms of how much I have written in your column, Wade. But I'm gonna tell you, it's not looking good for you in terms of points.
I'm okay with that.
Man, you got hope for the wheel on this one. This is not looking good for you. All right, anyway, that's, there's only one more left, but it's, you know, I doubt that we have much to say about this one, but I'll read it anyway. Idaho governor signs bill criminalizing public breast exposure and truck nuts.
Ooh.
When they came for our breasts, I said nothing. And when they came for our truck nuts, because I've only had a truck for a little bit now, but I'm assuming I will get that in the mail at some point. They'll send me my truck nuts.
Yeah, definitely. What a combo of things. Definitely the guys who have truck nuts on their trucks are also opposed to boobs being out in public because they can't possibly stand to exist near that. That's a weird overlap. I think that's fascinating.
I don't know also if this means that you can have your real nuts out.
No, maybe that's it. You're supposed to have your real nuts out and your fake boobs out.
I have an interview here with one of the local Idaho residents. What's your name, sir?
Mr. Potato Head.
Mr. Head, can you tell us what's been going on?
It's been terrible. My little spuds have seen things they shouldn't be seeing anywhere and everywhere. There are boobs out, balls out, all kinds of things. It's been incredibly painful, especially for me and my wife. We've had to keep our eyes peeled to see the things going on around here.
Did you just say peeled because it was a pun?
No.
You heard it here first. They've had to keep their eyes peeled to make sure that their little spuds aren't seeing the terrible things going on in Idaho. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you. For those who are just listening, they didn't see Wade's waddle out of that interview.
I'm a master of impressions.
I see where you went with Idaho and potatoes.
Huh? What a weird coincidence. I'm glad you mentioned that. I wouldn't have thought of it otherwise.
Anyway, breastfeeding is exempt though, so you can.
Do they have a lot of problems with women flashing their boobs in Idaho? Those aren't things I would connect. If that happened in like Louisiana
or Idaho,
wow, yikes. Calm down. That'd be a little bit more of like a, yeah, no, well, you know, Mardi Gras, that I don't really see that happening in Idaho in my mind.
I have no idea.
I'm pro truck nut ban though, not gonna lie. They're gross. They're too saggy. Can we get some younger truck nuts if we're gonna have that in public? They're always like way saggy.
I don't like that at all.
Like that truck looks like a 75-year-old man at the gym who is not worried about whether or not his bits are hanging in people's faces.
God, they got the gray hairs, the varicose veins. They're the worst truck nuts.
This is the worst episode. I want to delete it right now.
I'm just saying. There should be an age restriction. If you're gonna have fake nuts anyway, they can look however you want them to.
All right, okay, I'm wrapping this one up. We're out of here. We're done.
Hot balls of Idaho, we're talking to you.
All right, that closes up Broken News. Thank you for attending this news hour. It's been quite an eventful day. I'll start with me. I lost a point for not being prepared. I have my pen.
That's fair.
Bob, you got a good weather point. You also got a point for except for tornado. Subtracted a good boy point. It's not little, it's huge. The snail, I think that was.
The snail, yeah.
They call me Saint Nicholas. Trolls movie, and then can we get some younger truck nuts? That's immortalized now.
I'm starting to see why Mark feels bad about this episode.
Wade, just you wait, Wade. You lost a point for good boy. You lost another point for good boy.
Bad Wade.
You gained a point for bad boy. You lost a point for La Roses. You gained a point for bad me. You got a point for Bill.
Yeah, Bill. It was the first guy Wade interviewed. You know, Bill.
You got a point for McDonald's. You got a point. I gave you a point for Drake Ulysses Law. I gave you a point for that. You should feel really special. I gave you a point for hard shit real. You lost a point first so they could plant the seed.
That was a bad one.
You lost a point.
Or Tracy, I think was her name, was under the dirt.
You lost a point for Good Musk. You gained a point for Mr. Head. You lost a point for Bad Wade. And yes, I wrote that one down as I was reading the points.
I can't even tell where we stand right now.
I don't think I broke even. I think I might be in the negative.
All right, so I'm gonna add to the wheel. There's a similar one on there, which was like lowest points. I'm gonna put one on there for lost the most points during the episode. Because that's gotta be this has gotta be a record. You lost.
That's an easy one, because either someone lost points or they didn't. So we'll know whether to respin or not very easily on that.
I'm not even gonna say, because I think this is gonna be great, guys. I'm gonna roll my dice.
I might have peeked at Drake Ulysses. I don't know that I can ever make a joke funnier than that to me.
Mark threw his headphones and ran away.
Yeah,
that was unbelievable.
I had to try to maintain composure watching you two fucking lose your shit.
Rolled 3 on the dice.
In number 1.
Oh no.
I swear to God.
Point for viewers.
Oh, all is right in the world. Viewers get a point. Viewers are on the board.
Wade might come in 3rd.
Oh my God.
Point for listeners. Okay, we need a new wheel. This is messed up. Something is wrong.
They can't possibly win this time.
Mark actually did lose a point, so Mark is at -1 points. It's possible Wade could come in 5th. If he lost a net of more than 2 points, if you're -2 or lower, you could come in 5th out of 3.
That would be impressive.
At least I'd be looking at the podium.
All right, 3rd spin.
Sometimes you just need a new perspective on life.
Got the biggest laugh. I think it depends how you define it, but yeah.
Oh, that's true.
I think it's probably the Dracula joke. I don't know that Mark actually laughed, but
I have to give that. I'm trying to think if I don't have to give that.
I mean, you laughed pretty good at it's not small, it's actually enormous for the snail, but I think we both laughed just harder than anything else, not even close at the
All right, that's true.
Drake Ulysses love.
I at least earned a positive point today.
You did. Well, you earned many. All right, let's total it up. So I have -1. The viewers have 1. The listeners have 1. Bob, you have 1, 2, -1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 total points.
All right.
Gonna be a close one. Wade, you have -1, -2, -1, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1 plus laugh. You got 2 points.
You almost tied for 4th.
2 points.
The wheel has put me on the podium! This is totally the meme where I'm like biting on my metal, popping off the champagne.
I mean, my God, Wade, just comparatively of how much I wrote just for you is astonishing. Congratulations, Bob. You did it. How do you feel?
My face hurts, and it's partially from smiling, but it's also partially from the amount of eyebrow raising and disbelief I got, I think, during this episode. But I have to say, Wade's lows were much lower than mine, but Wade's highs were much higher than mine. So I feel like I earned a win, but I don't know that I deserve a win. So I'm gonna take it and hold my head up high, but good episode today, Wade, I think. Or terrible episode. It could go either way, but good, awful episode. And me, very medium, which is all you need to do to win.
Well said. Wade, what do you have to say for yourself? And don't interview anyone.
Sorry, boys. Next time. Bob, you were the constant today that we needed. As you said, you were right on the whole time. You were focused. Meanwhile, much like the news, my performance was very up and down. Very reflective of a certain hotel in Austin, Texas. I did all I could. I tried to plant some seeds early, and I'll see how many of them are bloomed that I'm paying child support for in a few years.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, everybody, for listening and or watching to arguably the worst, the best, by sheer average, the most average episode you've ever seen.
We done broke the news.
It's middle of the road, but the road is curvy as hell. Thank you for listening and or watching. Remember to follow these guys at their respective channels, MyScrim and Lord Minion 777. There is rumblings happening in the merch world, but you know it's a tough nut to crack, and we'll crack it soon. But truck nuts were banned, so distractible truck nuts are not coming.
Unless.
Podcast out.
Good evening, gentle listeners or watchers, and welcome to Distractible. This episode, boisterous Bob trials the trio to a pine on opera. Wish Wade a happy birthday while he watches porn, freestars calamitous carbon, and F-bombs. Massive Mark has a huge bump, vogues to stop a truck, and knows his sing-songs. From apple cock rings to absconding noses. Yes! It's time for Wade Screws Up at 47 minutes. Now sit back and prepare to be distracted and enjoy the show.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of America's favorite podcast. Oh, we're doing the bit? Whoa, are we doing it?
I didn't know
Are we doing the bit, guys?
I didn't know I could do this on the MacBook. I was like,
If you're not watching, you have no idea the kind of motion sickness you're missing out on right now.
Whoa.
My name is Bob. I'm going to be the host for this episode because the way the show works is one of us wins and they host the next episode. That means I won the last one. The competitors for today are Mark and Wade.
hello, I'm in a slightly different environment.
But shock though you may be, I have an episode all planned out. I did research and writing, and I'm pretty excited about it. This is a Mandy idea, and then I took the idea and I made it slightly worse, but so it's still really good. I have to put my own spin on it and ruin it a little bit, but we'll get to that later. Before we get to that, we always do small talk. How's it going?
I just had my birthday. I'm older.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. I ate one of my favorite meals, and then we went and got some ice cream because Molly wanted my mom and my sister to get to ride in her new car, and she's like, what if we go get ice cream? Then we came back and we did like the cake, and it was just so much sugar, and I don't know, I can't do sugar like I used to, or even eat as much as I used to. I pounded a lot of food, so I only had like one meal yesterday, but man, oh man, it was a good one. But then I could not eat the rest of the day. I was so full. Getting used to new technology, I got an Apple Watch for my family. So I had my phone in my pocket, my Apple Watch on, and we were driving in the car. And this is not a thing that's surprising to anyone who's had a car since probably 2012, but Molly's car was not a 2012, it was a little bit older than that. So someone called me to wish me happy birthday, and my phone started vibrating, my watch started screaming, and the car switched from music to calling, and I was like, I don't know which one to answer. I was kind of like panicking, like, so I didn't answer at all, completely ignored.
You just let it buzz until it was done, and you were like, ah, I hate that.
Yeah, did not know that her car would switch from like the primary phone to secondary if a call came through, and then yeah, everything was vibrating. It was very bizarre. I feel like a grandpa talking about technology right now.
You with an Apple Watch strapped on your wrist is a weird thing.
I didn't put it on. I should have put it on.
You are the epitome of not the kind of guy who wears an Apple Watch.
Thank you.
Nah, honestly, that's not even an insult. It's just you're not a techie guy. What are you gonna use it for? You gonna use it to tell you how good you are at basketball or something, or I don't know what to do?
I have no idea. I wasn't expecting one. Didn't ask for one. Just got one, and now I'm like, guess I'm an Apple Watch guy now. I like it. I just don't know how to use it. I've never looked into them.
I had to stop.
You had to stop.
I couldn't do it. I had to stop. I couldn't do it. I have a very bony protrusion of my, whatever this is, you know? Okay, it looks really small right now in the camera, but I'm telling you, it's huge. It's massive.
Oh no, I got it right there. Yeah, it's bony. The point.
There it is. Look, there it is. That's where the protrusion is.
I have smooth. I got a smooth wrist apparently.
No, yeah. So I have this it's from, I broke my my arm here on this bone, so they had a rod going in through this end here, and I think it's made it a bit more prominent. You can't really see, but there's a tiny scar right there where a rod was stuck all the way through. So it's like I feel like something's not quite right up in here. So every time I wear the wristwatch, it either has to be forward of this bump or behind this bump. And if it's forward, it cuts off circulation to my hand. If it's behind, it doesn't read anything right for heart rate and stuff. So I think it's just not in the cards for me.
You could switch to your other arm.
I've tried that, but because I'm right-handed, if I'm typing or using a mouse, I can't deal with sliding a watch band all over the desk whenever because I do everything on the computer with the mouse. So with the left hand and the keyboard, it's fine because I usually have a wrist rest. But for that, it's I can't deal with balance shift. I've tried it though. It's just not for me. I want the Apple choker, you know. When do they get the Apple shock collar?
There's definitely, because you could put other bands on it. There's definitely Apple Watch bands that you could wear as a choker.
I suppose you could, yeah. You're right.
Even if you have to sort of daisy chain some together, you could make it happen.
Do they have a garter belt size Apple Watch band that I could wear up on my upper thigh?
All right, so Mark's gonna get an Apple choker, and then everyone around you will know what time it is. Hey, Mark, what time is it?
I thought I whipped my neck really hard. I think they're gonna eventually come out with ones where you have a sensor in like the AirPods, because you can get a good heartbeat from your ears and temperature from your ears. So I imagine, and if they conduct a current between your ears to get your heartbeat for your sinus rhythm, I bet that'll be really good.
When you do an EKG or ECG or whatever on the watch, you have to touch the watch. If they just do it through your head, you don't even need to do anything. You constant EKG, electrocardiogram, ECG.
The heartbeat comes from the brain anyway. It's all up here. Go to the source.
That's probably fine. There's probably no long-term effects from that.
What about cock ring?
The silence.
I mean, sure. You have to pick the size carefully, though, or you really have to be good at putting it on and off at the correct times in your life.
Elastic band.
They'll send you a sample set so you know your size.
I can't believe how expensive those the sizing rings are, though. I bought a used set off eBay. I washed them.
It'd be like when you go to get fitted for a suit, but it's like, that'd be really awkward. It's like nothing but cold water and ice to get you at your smallest, and they just make you watch all the porn to get max measurements.
That doesn't feel necessary. I think you should go to a different suit shop if they do that at your suit shop. That doesn't feel like the way that you get fitted for a suit.
You see my dilemma, Bob, where I was just adding, subtracting points, subtract, add.
Yeah, this is good. There's a lot of writing involved with where weight is these days.
I don't know, man. I'm just here throwing out my ideas. Like Gatling gun approach to comedy.
Mark, you go ahead. What's up with you, man?
Okay, so have you guys ever had to guide a truck backing into something? Yeah, you're going like this, and then
Sure.
when you have a certain amount of space, you hold your hands out of the amount of space they have left, and you do this, and then you eventually go like this, right?
Sure.
Does that mean they crossed the threshold? They went too far? Like,
This is speed stop.
As they are backing through the warehouse door, it's just like, oh, you're close.
That must be what this guy thought, because the Prusa shipment arrived, and I was this guy was backing up, so I was like this, you have this, and then I go, all right, this, and he kept going, and I go, and he goes until he hears a clonk, push forward, beep, beep. And I'm desperately just like, I can't run to the front of the truck to try to tell him like what I'm doing. I'm just looking in the mirror like, hey, I think universally this is stop.
Well, they actually do that on purpose, I think, though.
To bonk into it.
Well, because then you know there's no gap, right? Because you got to roll like a pallet jack or something across. When you get delivery trucks have, I think they do that on purpose. I think he knew.
This one didn't need to because it's not a real loading dock and it's not a real like
Well,
semi, right?
Sure.
So he does this, runs into it 3 times, pulls forward, and I think he's coming out to talk to me. Probably yell at me if my instructions are bad or something. But no, he goes like, I forgot. And then he lowers the actual lift gate, because it's a box truck with a lift gate, right?
Ivan Drago, your delivery guy.
Yeah, he drops it down. He was not talking to me at all. He had AirPods in, and he was talking to someone else the entire time. So he drops the lift gate and then lifts it back up and then backs up again because he completely forgot that he needed to have that open and up so he could back in. So, because it's not a real, like an actual loading dock would be like full-size truck, and this is just like, it's just a knee-high gap. So he's just, and I'm just looking at like, that'll buff out. But I got the printers, so all 567 kilograms of the printers came in. It was not me that needed to pay the storage fees for the shipment after it arrived. I don't know why FedEx just ate that cost, but they haven't talked to me about it, so I'm assuming I'm in the clear.
Seems like bad business on their part.
Yeah, only moderately.
But as we were talking about a delivery truck pulled up to our house. I was otherwise distracted.
What are you getting delivered, Wade? 500 kilograms of 3D printers?
No, this was the world's smallest looking box. It's maybe big enough to hold one of these. Maybe I got another coin I didn't know about, or maybe Molly ordered something. I don't know. Very small box. And the FedEx guy backed all the way up, hit the garage, and I was.
You were in the basement going,
Please!
What time does your mail come? And soon the mail carrier is going to come up in the little white truck and be like, boop, boop, koosh, koosh, koosh.
Not usually till late. Our mail gets delivered late. I feel like we're like the last stop on this dude's route.
I don't know anything about it, but our mail gets delivered by a red, normal-looking Jeep. And it's the same, it's an official employee of the USPS because they're wearing the uniform, but it's just a car. We don't get a mail truck for some reason. I don't know if that's a thing that happens anywhere else in the country, or if our mail person crashed one too many mail trucks so they don't get none no more, or what. But literally our mail carrier just drives a Jeep Cherokee around and delivers everyone's mail in our neighborhood. It's weird.
I'm sure it works fine, and it's definitely not something to do with random budget cuts happening.
Oh, it's been like that since we moved here, so that's not new. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's they couldn't afford another one, or I have no idea.
I don't know. I've never seen that.
Maybe we have different mail carriers. How much area do they cover? We live half an hour away from each other. Think we have the same mail delivery person, or is it?
Ours has a white truck.
Oh, well, maybe the truck doesn't have enough gas to get all the way over here, so they have to switch into the. Anyway,
They have the truck stash to get to you, so they've got to like pull over, switch cars because your mail's the illegal mail.
Did you see that the Switch 2 pre-orders got delayed because of the tariffs?
did you see that the Switch 2 pre-orders got largely turned off because of the Nintendo decisions? $80 for a digital game, $90 for a physical copy of a new video game for the Switch 2. And the console itself is fairly expensive, which I don't know why that's surprising, but people were like, the Switch was cheap. Why isn't this cheap?
I did see, though, that the physical $90, there was actually not any tangible evidence of that directly saying that that was what was happening. So,
Oh, was that sort of an extrapolation?
I think so, yeah. But it could be, I just saw that it wasn't actually confirmed.
Yeah, obviously I only saw this because like on Reddit people were yelling about it, but
I feel like game prices have been pretty consistent for a while. They were due to go up at some point.
That's what I say, but I get it. I've made this argument before about an inflation one, but
People like it when you say that?
no.
Mark put words in my mouth. I would have never said that, guys. Get him!
I like that move. I want to keep that one. I'm just ready to go. Do people like it when you say that? Just in general, just throw that out.
Before I get any backlash, it was Mark. Mark made me do it.
I don't know. Are you guys getting a Switch too? We've always been in a Nintendo house. Manny's a big Nintendo fan, but I'm pretty lukewarm on it right now. I don't know.
I might get it to play like the new Pokemon games, and then I'll be disappointed by those too. I don't know. I've been disappointed by everything I've played Nintendo for like the last 10 years.
What?
The last thing I enjoyed that I played that was Nintendo was Pokemon Black and White 2.
Does that include Breath of the Wild? It definitely includes Tears of the Kingdom, which was not a disappointment.
I played Breath of the Wild for like 3 hours and I put it down and never picked it up again.
Look, I don't like Zelda games either, but those are objectively good games. Like,
I'm not saying they're bad. I just
you said you were disappointed.
Me.
That means you thought they were bad.
Individually, objectively, I understand how good they are, but I myself didn't get into it.
Wade the persona thinks that it's bad.
Yeah.
Wade the human that's trying to escape this shell.
Wade the relatable, lovable host of Distractible loves Nintendo, love Breath of the Wild. Wade the gamer, shit game, shit console. I have less hours on that than I have my new car that I don't have yet. So yay.
Oh, I'm glad you brought that up. Still no car, huh?
It's in production. I got an email saying it's officially being made now.
No car?
It's officially, they finally got around to it.
It was being produced this month. I just bought it last week. I ordered it.
It's a new month. What do you mean this month?
It was a pre-order of this car.
Where is this car from?
Germany.
You're fucked.
I know.
You're fucked.
Man, you really should have bought a car a long time ago before there were 800% tariffs on everything from not here.
I know.
You're so not getting a car, man. You're so not getting a car.
I feel like we called this exactly. I feel like we have known the whole time this was never going to work out.
No, it's coming. It's coming.
Do you know that's actually where it's being built though, or is it like assembled in America somewhere or something? I
No,
have
according to the dealer and according to the website, it looks like it's being produced over there because they've got
fancy.
They've got like 13 steps to when I'll get it. I'm on step 3, but a couple of them are like shipping and
That would have been so fun too, because when you get, I got to do this because even though ours was used, it was at a big dealer, and they have a special room where they give you your car and they put a big bow on it, and they're all, here's your BMW. It's very fun. You would have loved that.
Yeah, it'll be here.
It'll be in Germany.
It will definitely be in Germany.
It'll exist in Germany, guaranteed.
I guess Guten Tag moving forward. I'm moving to Germany.
That's probably worth it.
But then we've got, how do I get Molly's car?
You could probably find another one of those. How hard is it?
Mark, I need you to buy a big boat.
Why do I gotta buy it? Why am I buying a big boat?
Because I don't want to do it. I'm cheap.
Wade doesn't have big boat money.
You just bought 900 pounds of, or no, you got it for free. Mark, I need you to get a big boat for free.
All right, listen up, big boat companies. You know who I am, Markiplier. Send me a boat right now, or I'll destroy your reputation forever.
We need the Titanic without the stacks. I need space for car.
Without the stags?
Stacks, the big smokestacks.
Oh,
I think wasn't there a car that they had sex in with the stacks on the Titanic?
Yeah, that was below. There's a convertible. I need this on top deck.
gotta see the stars.
I'm gonna enjoy the boat ride over in my car.
We'll replace some of the lifeboats with more cars, so it's got more car space.
Yeah,
That sounds good.
Those are good slots for car storage. That's true. Then your car can get all the sun it needs to grow and be a healthy car. It's okay. I know you guys are going to be excited about the topic that I have ready for today. It's a thing we've talked about before. It's a thing we all know a lot about.
We're getting older.
No, we're going to talk about operas.
Oh boy.
Oh!
Everybody loves the opera. Yeah, Brian Regan joke, indeed. You're not the Brian Regan one. Do you know that bit?
No, apparently every joke I make, Brian Regan did it first. He's the Simpsons of my existence.
That's the exact song where he's like, someone sings it and then he's like, oh, he kind of likes her.
That is, yeah, you're right.
But she's not really that into him.
I swear to you, I have no knowledge.
But yeah, we're gonna talk about operas, guys. I know how much you love operas. So we're gonna play a game. We have a couple games lined up, but this first one, we're gonna play a game where I'm gonna set up the plot of some of the most iconic, well-known operas in existence. And then you're gonna have an opportunity to fill in the next plot point to earn points. So I'll tell you, I'll like set up a scene and be like, and then whatever. The character does this, the character, and then you just tell me what happens next. Operatic plots are notoriously simple, right? Because it's all about the drama. The story is whatever. A lot of them are very straightforward stories. It's about the singing and the drama. So I'm sure you guys know these stories.
I didn't know they had plot other than the Phantom of the Opera.
He kind of likes her, summarizes about 90% of all operas that exist. Anyway, Mark is heads, Wade is tails. We're gonna take turns, so when he gets to go first. And if you happen to not know, maybe your opponent will have a chance to submit a steal. I'm sure that we're just gonna breeze right through this. I have a lot prepared because I think we're just gonna go. Everyone's gonna know. Anyway, that is tails.
Oh, good.
Wade gets to go first. We are gonna start with everyone's favorite, Carmen. You know Carmen.
I know the Hey Arnold version of it.
What's that one? I can't remember that. I can never remember the name of the song, but that's a very famous song. That's from Carmen. Everyone knows that. So I'm just gonna set up, Wade, and then you tell me what happens next, okay?
Yeah.
Carmen, a free-spirited and flirtatious woman, seduces Don Jose, a soldier.
And then it's me.
Yeah, what happens next?
Don Jose, the Godfather, talks to his underboss and is like, hey, I kind of like this Carmen lady. And so they go on a date, but the rival families get involved because they also want Carmen in their family.
What if I told you that was exactly correct?
I'd believe you.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Okay.
Mark, what about you? You must know Carmen. You must know the famous first act of Carmen.
Yeah, of course. So Carmen seduces.
Don Jose.
I was gonna say Don Julio, and I was like, oh,
I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one. It's Don Jose. He's a soldier. I gave you that too.
Don Jose, who is obviously already married, because that's drama. And he's also at war, which is very dramatic, especially back in those days. They have mad, incredible, unbelievable, raucous sex. Immediately. That
actually is probably true, but that's not in the opera, unfortunately.
Oh.
You'll laugh, you'll remember. Obviously, Don Jose was a soldier, captivated by Carmen, who is a fiery factory worker. And after a fight breaks out in the factory where Carmen works, Carmen gets arrested. Don Jose, a infatuated young man, helps her escape from jail, leading to him being arrested and going away to prison for several months.
And then, are we doing this again? The next part?
Yeah, that's Act 1. Also, if anyone out there is actually like an opera fan and knows these things, these are probably horrific summaries. It's a comedy show, okay? So just leave your angry remarks in the subreddit and I won't go look at them.
The desperation in your voice. Can I call the subreddit real quick? I meant to do this before.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, sorry to pause it, but there was something, we did animal noises too, right? There was a post on the subreddit of someone being like, they should do animal noises again. Here's a video of animal noises that they haven't done. And I swear to God, people are so blind to what they want and the actions they're doing to prevent what they want. Because if one of you two was on the subreddit and just decided to watch this video, you would have heard all these animal noises that you haven't heard, and I wouldn't have been able to do it.
I do go on the subreddit, and occasionally I do watch the videos and things they post, so that's lucky.
Some of the animals in that video were the ones that I had queued up that, Lixian pulled them up, but they were the ones, if I hadn't just done that episode, if I hadn't just done it, they would have fucking ruined it. They would have ruined it, and it's what they wanted. How can people not think that far ahead into their actions?
You assume that they think at all.
You're right.
Anyway, Act 1. Don Jose loves Carmen. Helps Carmen escape. Don Jose in jail. Act 2 opens. It's a couple months later.
Are we allowed to know how many acts these plays have?
Traditionally, they have 3 to 5. This one has 4. Give you that.
Thank you. I didn't know if Act 2 was the last act or... Okay, got it. Act 2 of 4.
This is just the next thing that happens. I'm just picking out plot points. I'm just gonna get me in so much trouble with Mandy's parents because they're singers and they know operas, and this is just gonna be. I'm a little worried about it, but it's gonna be funny. Hopefully, it'll be worth it. 2 months later, Carmen and her friends are at a tavern where Don Jose has been released from prison, and they're all celebrating. And then renowned bullfighter Escamillo arrives to the tavern. And Mark?
Well, it's pronounced Discimio, and he's a renowned bullfighter.
Translations, units.
Yeah, I understand your ignorance. Boy, insulting though is probably not a great way to start this turn, huh? Anyway, advice, Wade, don't do that.
What? It's always worked out for me.
I've forgotten everything you said about the actual
At a tavern 2 months later, Don Jose released, they're celebrating, and renowned bullfighter Escamillo, what'd you say? Escamillo arrives at the tavern.
Escimio. Yeah. Obviously, Escimio, Carmen had a previous thing, and this Don Jose comes in, a thing in the interim or a thing in between or before, probably all of the above, you know what I'm saying? So then he's like, I'm gonna use my bullfighting technique, and he holds up a red cape to Don Jose, and he just like starts going in a rage, and he's like, you, why, and he charges at him, hands outstretched like this, like, oh, I'm gonna get you. And then obviously, goes out of the way, goes right out the window, right off the cliff where the tavern is next to, plummets 1,086 feet into the beach, not the ocean, slams dead.
The scene where he's actually falling 1,386 feet, but he's singing his final song while he falls to the air. Crazy scene.
What a moment.
Just for fun, Wade, you want to throw something out there in case Mark's wrong?
Yeah. So, Carmen, Don Petruccio,
Don Jose.
Escobar, what was the other name?
Don Jose and Escamillo, yeah.
Escamillo. I don't think that was...
No, it's Escamillo. Mark was probably right about that part.
Not Esmeralda, what was it? Carmen and Don
This is the last sentence you said out loud.
are celebrating in the tavern. A cold breeze hits them as the door opens, and Escamillo walks in.
That's all the part I gave you, yep.
Yes, it says, Carmen, I know I broke your heart, but I was a fool, and I've always loved you. Come back to me. And he was the one that got away, and now she's divided between Don Lucci and Escobar, and the scene ends with her running out and being kidnapped while these two men are getting ready to get into a bar fight brawl over her love.
I love the dramatic flair of just an unrelated kidnapping happening.
It's Act 2 of 4, so this is like the big climax.
That's probably how that usually happens. I'm gonna ignore the fact that you couldn't remember the names despite repeatedly being reminded. I'll give you that. That's okay.
No idea what they are. If you offered me $1 million right now, I could not tell you what Don's last name is.
I'm gonna leave you on your own for the rest of this then. I'm gonna tell you, you both earned points in that one, but neither of those was quite at all correct. What actually happens is they're in the tavern celebrating. Don Jose has been released.
Fuck!
And when Escamillo comes in, Carmen is immediately drawn to him. Carmen can't take her eyes off of him. He is enthralling. He is to Carmen as Carmen is to Don Jose. And this fills Don Jose with an unbelievable jealousy and rage. He's consumed by it. And he's now a deserter of the army because he got arrested and then followed Carmen once he was released. He's deserted his army, so he's a criminal.
Oh, I was so right. I was so on there.
You're so close.
Her being infatuated with Bullman and the bar fight about to happen.
You both had her and Escamillo being a thing, but they just hadn't been yet. He was just so magnetic. Anyway, that was it.
You know, Wade is how stories start to digress, and Bullman becomes the Minotaur walked into this bar.
Man.
My children's children, it'll be like the bullfrog loved Carmonda.
Bullfrog tried to buy a car, but it was in Germany being made. Oh man, my car, man. It's awful.
That's when Donald Duck got involved.
Now I just want to hear Donald Duck singing in an opera.
I'm not trying that.
Obviously, now that Don Jose is a deserter and Carmen, I don't know, is a woman, so she's a criminal, I guess, in this universe. They can't have real jobs. They have to leave society. They join a band of smugglers. They're out in the mountains. They're out on their own. They're in a band of smugglers, and their relationship is strained. And Carmen finally has had enough and tells Don Jose that it's over. She's done with him. She is out of there.
She wants Eskimio.
That was his old guess. Thanks, Wade.
All right, sorry, I was just continuing. It's over, it's done. She wants to be with Eskimio. She runs off to find Eskimio. Meanwhile, Don Jose goes after her, but before he gets to her, he's caught by his old military buddies, and he's arrested and dragged off to military tribunal, which is like the game show where you're on the island and they have to put out your torch.
Yeah, it's like Survivor, exactly.
Yeah, Survivor. They're about to put out his torch, and Carmen's with the Skimio, and he starts to show his true colors, and she's like, I never really loved him. He just had a pretty face. And she runs back to find Don Jose, but it's too late.
I like that. Very operatic. Definitely earned some points. Wildly incorrect in a lot of ways, but I love the direction that you went with that. That was very interesting. Mark, what do you have? What happens after Carmen tells Don Jose that they're done? She's leaving.
It's a real bummer. And I don't know this opera, but I have a funny feeling I'm going to be very correct on this one. Don Jose, flying in a fit of rage, lunges at Carmen, hands outstretched like this, and kills her.
What's Act 4 gonna be? Carmen's dead, she lost her head. Jose's angry, now he's in the bed.
I'm just trying to think of what's the most dramatic thing possible in these situations.
No, you're right. You're right. You're right. Carmen survives this scene, but you're right, and you're on exactly the right track. But obviously what happens is Carmen just leaves, and Don Jose is real sad. And then a new character, Michaela, I don't know how to pronounce that, sorry everybody, Michaela, arrives, sent by Don Jose's mother, to tell him in the middle of all of this turmoil that his mother is dying. Oh no. And so Don Jose decides he needs to return to her bedside, which he does. And then he's there and his mother dies, and it's very sad.
Did he lunge at his mother, hands outstretched like this?
Your timing was terrible, Mom. I'm in love.
Probably. I'm just going to assume that was in there and give you a rage point. And then we're to the final conclusion of the entire opera, which has thus far been accurately summarized by at least one of us. Don Jose's mother is now dead. There is a big bullfight happening in place, and Pablo Escobar is in fact fighting bulls at this bullfight. And Carmen is there because she's with him now, because you were right. She ran away. She went to be with Escobar.
Thank you.
I think Wade said that, but you could all have credit.
You got all the victims right. I got the love right.
Anyway, they're at the bullfight. Don Jose goes to this bullfight because he figures they'll be there, and he was right. And Don Jose confronts Carmen and is like, you're gonna get back together with me, or else. And then, using his bullfighting magic, Eskimio sees what's going on in the stands, because he's obviously fighting right now. And he, using a mixture of that big red cape and kung fu, diverts the bull to aim directly towards Don Jose, sending that bull flying 38 feet in the air in a parabolic arc to slam right into Don Jose and kill him instantly. The bull has its hands outstretched like this.
Someone's gotta die in this. Someone.
I love that. I love that.
And thankfully, Toriyama was a big fan of this opera, which is why I got the Kamehameha. All the rage.
Listen, let's not be ridiculous. I'm okay with a bull sprouting hands with full fingers, but you put a Kamehameha in there, that's silly.
This is an AI generated bull, so it has hands.
Just bad ones.
All right, Wade, what happens next? Tell me.
I'm trying to remember where it actually stopped and where Mark's stuff began.
There's a bullfight. Don Jose goes to the bullfight, confronts Carmen. Carmen and Escamillo are together, and Don Jose goes there, confronts Carmen, and says, "You're getting back with me."
So Carmen, being with a bullfighter, is down like on the main level, great seats to watch the fight, and Don Jose can't get there easily because he's got the bad seats. So he has to hop into the arena with the bulls to run and profess his love. And Escamillo, seeing this, is not confident in himself or his relationship. He's a bit of a jealous type. So he does, in fact, go out there and try to show that he's more man than Don Jose, and does the whole bullfighting thing. Carmen freaks out and runs out there panicked. And at the last second, the bull is charging Carmen. And Escamillo decides he'd rather sacrifice himself than lose Carmen, even if it means that he knows those two will be together. So he jumps in front of Carmen and takes the horns to the chest, holding out his hand and saying he loves her one last time and wishes her and Don Jose a happy future. And then he dies, and Carmen hops into Don Jose's arms, immediately forgetting Escamillo, and they run off into the sunset with some bulls chasing them.
I love how fickle your version is. I appreciate that. Very operatic, very dramatic. I just want to say, in your attempts to complete this part of the story, both of you had the right vibe, but were wildly wrong.
Okay.
But one of you has already completed the story correctly, and you nailed it. You brought it home. You were just a little early, because obviously, when Don Jose confronts Carmen and tells her, "You're getting back with me," she scoffs his advance and tells him, "No. We are over, and I am with Escamillo now." And in a jealous, unbridled rage,
No. Ah, shit.
Don Jose, with his hands outstretched, but one of them clenching a knife, lunges at Carmen and stabs her to death. And that's, yeah, you guys thought the guys would have, like, honor or be noble about it, or... No, these are petty, fickle... dramatic characters.
I had a feeling.
The south of France, she had no chance. Now there's blood trickling down her pants. Because she's dead, stabbed in the head.
Was that the song? Is that what the translation?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Not gonna lie, guys. Seems like a bummer.
No, well, it's okay. A lot of operas are actually super happy, and they're definitely not all huge drags and bummers. But I do have some more of these that I wanted to get through. But I had another game that I was honestly more excited about. We're gonna move on to the next game. This one is called... That's a real opera, right? I have summaries of operas here, and some of them are summaries of real operas, and they really exist and were written down by human people, and some of them are not real. Some of them are complete fabrications. I feel like I wanted to warm you guys up running through at least one story, so now you know the level of drama, the level of action that operas have.
Horny and angry.
Pretty much. So now I'm just gonna read you a quick summary, and then you both have to pick real or not real, and you can agree, that's fine, and we can discuss, but then I'll reveal to you if it is in fact real or not real. Starting with a true classic, this opera is called
The Nose.
A bureaucrat wakes up to discover his nose is missing. The nose develops a life of its own, gets a better government job, and refuses to return to the man's face. Is that a real opera, or is that some bullshit I made up? And yes, it's a fully, if it's a real opera, it's a fully staged opera. Multiple acts, big dramatic singing, an actor portrayed with no nose for most of the entire thing on stage. There is a picture of giant human person-sized noses dancing in one production that was put on that was actually had pictures and some video taken of it. This is a whole real thing. Don't look into the fact I'm trying to convince you so aggressively. It's a real thing, totally a thing, not just made up. Is it real, or am I lying to you?
Well, I mean, all the extra convincing, I'm leaning towards real, but now I'm like, man, that would be a clever ploy.
Yeah, I'm a good liar. Let's remember that.
Somehow convince the entire audience that you're the nice one.
That's not a lie. I just am the nice one. You would just tell that.
This is obviously made up.
I'm going real.
No one wants to make a giant nose costume. That's terrible. The audio coming out of that, not good, not good.
And of course, that is a real opera written by Shostakovich.
Thought he'd have a nosier name. Like, if your whole life has been about, my dream is to make this nose opera, it's like, that's gotta have a deep-seated root in childhood.
A funny fact about that, that's the first opera that guy ever wrote.
But not the last.
Not the last, no. Obviously not.
The nasal saga continues.
Where is my nostril?
His next opera was actually called The Balls, and then he just kind of jumped around. He had a lot of opinions about anatomy.
Where are my testes?
Balls dancing on stage.
He also only has one song for all his operas.
Yeah,
It's really-
all operas are actually the exact same piece of music.
I've got my nose back.
No, he didn't get his nose back.
Is it like the book where the bear lost its hat and then finally, he's like, where's my hat? And then there's that really scary part in the middle of the opera where he's like, I have seen my nose. And then he goes and kills a fish. You remember that? That book's terrifying.
Oh, there it is. Wait, is this it? It's just a bear on the left that looks like he just got out of a POW camp, and then on the opposing page is just a blank white page that just says, I have seen my hat.
It is terrifying.
That bear has been through so much shit. Oh my god.
I think that's real.
That did actually happen. You're right. You're right. You earned a point.
Shit. God damn it.
This one is called Die Soldatin, which is the soldier in German. A young woman's descent into social ruin is portrayed through fragmented time, military violence, and an extremely dense and unpleasant modernist score. Unpleasant is my own annotation. It includes a scene with 16 simultaneous onstage events that all happen during and over top of each other.
This is just a really shitty modern adaptation of Carmen. This is fake.
It's a wait. What? Your opinion is that this is a real thing that happened and it exists, so it's fake?
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
I think it's a really shitty modern adaptation of Mulan, and it's fake.
God, I hope it's based on Mulan. And of course, this is another real one because everybody knows what makes good opera.
Soldiers.
It's hard to even imagine that literally the scene with 16 things happening on stage. It's like 30 plus actors all on stage, all just having their own separate. It's so unpleasant.
I'm trying to figure out how like 16 things happen. Like someone's itching their nose, someone's pushing a cart, or like 16 major.
No, it's like they're having like interactions. It's not all like major but they're talking or they're doing something. It's like busy. It's a lot.
That sounds horrible.
Modernist is exactly correct. I don't care very much for modernist stuff.
We're all talking at the same time.
That's not modern. That's old. Can't you tell? Doesn't that sound old to you?
Brah, we're all sing.
You start with Brett, right? Brett makes it modern.
Bruh. Oh. Bruh.
This song is on fleek.
I can feel my subscribers oozing out of my channel right now.
Parts of me just cringed I didn't even know could.
Bro, where are we dropping?
At this point, he's actively harming this podcast. He's actively harming it. So what do we do?
Kill me.
The audience lunge at him, hands outstretched.
Send your bulls. Send your best bulls my way.
All right. Real or fake?
I'm gonna get one of these right.
This opera is called Glass Chapel. In a remote mountain monastery made entirely of glass, a mute monk discovers a hidden score said to summon angels. He learns to sing through silent devotion, and the more he sings of the song, the more the chapel begins to fracture and destroy itself. The climax is that, knowing it will destroy the chapel and sacrificing his life, he finishes performance of this angelic music to summon the angels and destroys the glass chapel and kills himself.
Fake. An opera with only one character? I don't think so. I have no idea.
I mean, there are other characters, but
No, there are no other characters.
I'm likely losing, so I'm gonna say real because I just need the points.
I love this for you. That one's fake. Another, The Clockmaker of Dresden. A classic. Albrecht, a reclusive clockmaker whose inventions are said to steal time from those who hear their chimes, has a fiancée. She dies mysteriously, and he descends into madness, and he builds his ultimate invention, which is just a giant clock that he's trying to have reverse time so he can get his fiancée back. But on the final 13th forbidden chime, it freezes time forever. Oh, also the clock is an automaton shaped like his fiancée, and as time freezes, he's hugging it.
You know, if this is not real, I want it to be real. Because that sounds awesome. Man, I don't know. Wade, you go.
I'll say real again.
Wait, says real. All right.
I'm covering the spread. Fake. But I wish it was real.
And of course, the classic opera, The Clockmaker of Dresden, is just some bullshit I made up.
It sounds really good though, right? Wait, did you not get one? You didn't get one, did you?
Thanks, man, for pointing that out. I appreciate that.
Do you want one more, Wade? Do you want one more?
Oh, no, but it could be a perfect failure.
The odds of missing this many coin flips in a row has got to be minuscule.
All right, I won't offer any hints. I will keep this simple. Also, this title is in French, I think, so I can't pronounce it.
Fake, locking it in.
I love the confidence.
Real, locked in.
This opera is entitled L'Enfant et le Sortilège.
Clearly you made that up. You speak
Yeah,
that language.
well, Google Translate certainly doesn't exist.
Obviously, it's real. Come on.
This is as fake as it gets.
Do you want to hear the story? Because the story will make you believe. This is my favorite story of the whole list. Actually, I like the Clockmaker one, but this one's pretty good. A misbehaving child is scolded by his furniture, wallpaper, and a rather saucy teapot after throwing a tantrum. After descending a little bit into madness, even though he's a child, the child learns kindness and humility, and then everything forgives him, and it's all chill.
I want my toys back.
Are we sticking with our locked in answers?
Yeah, we're locked in.
I'm doubling down.
I'm locked in.
Wade, you couldn't have done a better job. Because you are 0 for 5. That is a real opera.
0 for 5 is unfair.
Oh, I don't have my coin with me.
You better find a coin, Mark.
Got any lens caps?
All right, I got a phone, I guess, but I don't want to flip it.
Don't drop it. All right.
Hold on. What side of the phone is heads?
I'm assuming the face is the heads.
Mine is the lady in the dress is heads, and the creature on the backside is tails.
So, wait, what are the stakes of this unfair?
No idea.
No, we don't. That's not what we're doing right now. We don't have to commit to anything until we know what the outcome is. Wade called unfair on him being 0 for 5 in that game. We'll see what the coins say.
Oh, fuck.
I got tails.
Tails.
I've totally flubbed it. I have to flip again.
Oh,
Oh, don't
Mark.
get tails. Don't get tails.
Oh, God. It's on the floor right now. Dramatic reveal. It's tails.
It's tails.
Oh no! Does that make me 0 for 10?
Wade loses his unfair challenge when what you challenged was that you went 0 for 5 in that game. That was unfair. So to be made, the coins have deemed that it is in fact fair, and for that to be made doubly fair, I guess means that you went 0 for 10 and Mark went 10 for 10 in the previous game now, according to metaphysics.
Look, I only got 1 wrong, so I'll take 8 instead of.
Oh, that's true. Okay. So Mark went 4 for 5, so Mark went 8 for 10.
I hope I was really funny today.
I don't think all the wheel spins in the world are gonna bring you back from that one.
Can we roll a D30?
The coins have spoken, and that is now even more fair than it already was.
Yeah.
I will say, Wade, I respect it because I think you were in a tough spot there, even with bonus points and stuff.
I had to try. That was our first 3 tails, wasn't it? Have we ever had 3 heads actually succeed?
I don't think yet, no.
Great, I'm glad the first one was a failure for me.
On such a streak.
I love that for you. You just really, I knew you'd be good at the opera stuff, Wade.
Thank you.
Anyway, there we go. And clearly we have demonstrated that we know many things about operas. In no particular order, here's what you earned points for. Wade, you earned points for phone panic, different tailor probably, still no car, Mark buy big boat, unrelated kidnapping, goes to be with Escamillo, singing a lot. You know what? I'm going to give you another point for all the singing that you did.
Thank you.
Don't push it. Red Bear, bruh, we're singing. Bro, where are we dropping? You earned a lot of points in that segment.
Oh,
Despite how poorly you performed. 0 for 10, unbelievable. Mark, you earned points for Apple Watch choker, Drago delivery, Don Julio, Esquimio, killed Carmen a little too soon, but still point. Rage point, getting the nose, Die Soldaten, Glass Chapel, Clockmaker of Dresden, and the infant, all correct. Wait, did you miss one of those? I gave you all 5 of those.
I did miss
He and I both said fake on one.
the second one. Yeah, the second one, whatever that was.
I'm gonna scratch that away. Scratch it away. So there we go. So that was poor points keeping my knee, but I put a correction in there. So you lost that point. And now, oh, you guys excited for this? I did some off camera work. I've upgraded our wheels.
New wheel.
Did you add anything to it?
I didn't add anything to it, no, but I've upgraded the wheels to a new system.
Oh, this is the D3.
Yeah, so this is the D3, this is the bonus point wheel,
Ooh.
and then this is the winner's wheel. They've all been upgraded.
Hey, good work, Bob.
And they're all saved on my computer, so if the website happens to break or something, they don't just go away for eternity.
That's smart.
I am going to add, I had something else written down, but this feels only fair. I'm going to add most singing.
So you're saying there's a chance.
Yeah, well, I'm just trying to help you out. But first, we have to do the old, how many bonus points?
3. Yeah!
3 bonus points. Oh, this also shows the history, which is really interesting.
Ah, that is handy.
So we're gonna do 3 bonus points, and we do 3 spins of this bad boy. Most callbacks.
I did a lot of the hands outstretched.
Did a lot of singing, a lot of the same song callback.
Wade did sing before the hands outstretched bit and
That's true.
continued to do that the entire time.
That is true, I guess. Yeah, you're right.
But we did have a lot more callbacks than usual today.
Wade gets most callbacks. I like
Yes.
that. I like that.
Right,
Fair,
Mark.
fair.
Disable this option for the next spin, and spin number 2. Drooled the most.
I don't think I drooled at all.
Maybe we call that a respin. I don't think there was a lot of call to drool in this episode.
Yeah, I guess there wasn't any.
I don't think so.
And it usually is obvious when one of us does, because usually it's Wade going.
Yeah. All right, respin. Spin number 2 again. Most locked in.
Probably not me, since I forgot every name every time.
That is true. That's true.
Literally, we had several interactions where I was like, his name is Don Jose, and you would be like, all right, so Don.
Yeah. I gotta give that one to not me.
All right. You could say it. You could say my name.
He doesn't remember your name. And spin number 3.
Bald.
I hope bald comes up 6 times for you, Wade. Oh, shortest.
Yeah.
Unless something crazy happened, I'm pretty sure that one goes to Mark.
That no I just let out was the most I've ever related to the T-Rex in Jurassic Park at the end when it screams.
No. We got this bad boy.
Oh, do we need that? Are we tied?
No.
I'll keep it up on screen and we'll just see if we're tied. Mark did earn 4 bonus points, but so Wade, I read all your points. You earned 8 points, Wade.
That's gotta be enough.
Great job, great job, great job. Mark, you started with -1. -1, but then you earned 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So I think 17 -1 is 16 points.
Double or nothing right now for my score. Double or nothing.
If you hadn't already used the unfairness, the score wouldn't be as funny as it is, but you could try it. I don't know. Anyway, Mark, you earned literally twice as many points as Wade did.
Thank you.
And you won today's episode with a score of 16-8.
It's not quite as crushing a victory in terms of proportion as you had of Wade in the last episode, but that's only because he had 2 and you had 5, I think. So actually, it's only 2.5 times more than he had. So.
What a terrible birthday week.
Good job, Mark. Wade, loser speech.
You know, guys, I've really been putting my comedic cojones on the line, and I'm learning that apparently they're not as big and wonderful as I thought. I have been crushed, humiliated, and defeated multiple times in a row, but from the ashes, much like from the grave for Carmen, we shall rise and become bigger than life.
Probably. You know what's funny, Wade, is even if Mark hadn't gotten 4 extra points for your coin flip and 2 bonus points, he still beat you.
Thanks, man, for letting me know that.
Anyway, Mark, winner speech?
Well, much like the Grinch, my balls grew 3 sizes this day for my victory. I'm so grateful for literally just coasting my way to the finish line. My opponent was trying so hard every step of the way, but he was just driving his feet deeper into the potholes every time, tripping himself up, shitting down his own pants, pissing on his own legs. Shouldn't have got the apple cock ring. The apple choker's the way to go. Thanks for this amazing victory.
Great words, great speech. Great man. You'll be a great host next week. Thanks so much for watching and listening, but more for watching, I guess, is kind of the tone of this episode. Listeners, do you know what you did? Make sure you follow Mark and Wade and myself over on our other platforms, but most importantly, make sure you follow this show. Hit the little check mark or whatever. You'll get notifications when the episodes come out. It's Mondays and Fridays. Always Mondays and Fridays. But somehow you still miss it. So probably follow the show so you get the damn notifications. Thank you, everyone, so much for being here. We'll see you again in the next episode where Mark will be hosting. And until then, podcast out.
Good evening, gentle listeners or watchers, and welcome to Distractible. This episode, Maudlin Mark finds a library bare, then challenges the chaps to play Spy v Spy. Ball-loving Bob asks about Wade's, gets into old men, and has hyper-hearing as a wily warden. Wetter Wade minds for charity during staycation, flushes himself, clubs guards, and attempts a prison break. From pumpermelons to grayness. Yes! It's time for the perfect crime. Now sit back and prepare to be distracted and enjoy the show.
Hello and welcome to Distractible. This is the podcast that you have chosen and your fate has been decided. There's no going back now, you're in it for the end. Because our retention time needs to stay up, no matter what.
I'm your host, Markiplier, here to guide you through this episode and all the adventures therein. And the people that I'm going to subject to my whimsical whims are these two gentlemen here, Bob and Wade. Wade, why are you making that face?
I splashed water on me, and I can't unwet.
I don't know what that means, but I don't like it.
I went to take a drink, and somehow...
No, that's not the part I don't know what that means. I know about the water.
I can't stop feeling wet. All of my head just feels wet. It won't stop, you know?
And I'm Bob.
Hi, Bob. How are you? Wet?
Oh, I'm excited to be here. Dry. Dry as can be.
What did the philosopher say? The unwet life is not worth living? Pretty sure.
I have a specific small talk question. I know this isn't a thing we've ever done before, but you mentioned you were going to be playing basketball. Is that happening, and how's it going? Continue.
No, I've not heard. Well, okay, not by my choice. I would love to. I never heard from my friend who was trying to put the league together. So I'm thinking about joining like a YMCA or something just so I can go and play, like with real people.
Like a pickup game?
Yeah, like something like that. But the league never came to fruition. From what I heard, it was supposed to start in March, but we're a little past that now.
Yeah, it's not March anymore.
So I don't know if there's gonna be like another summer league or what. I guess I'll reach out to my friend and see, but it's also possible he just didn't text me specifically about it, having not played in 12 years, because apparently some of the competitors in said league are former college basketball players, not all necessarily Division One, but like I might not have stacked up against some of the other centers as well, playing center at 6'3" or 6'4" when they're like 7 foot.
You never know until you try. It sounds like your friend, really.
Maybe he just accidentally lost my number looking at the competition and realizing that I barely knew what a basketball looked like after all this time.
Describe a basketball for all of us at home.
It's orange.
Kind of square, has some like watermelony lines on it, and in the middle it's pink, and you can eat it.
As far as I know, that's correct.
Did you describe a pumpkin or a watermelon?
That is the question. Who'd I? Oh.
And I'm Bob. Anyway, you could talk about whatever small talk you were going to talk about, like how you still don't own a car. I'm 100% sure about that. But I was just curious.
I put money, I've ordered a car. It's like you order something online, you gotta wait for the delivery. Delivery hasn't happened yet. It's out of my hands now. I have done my due diligence.
What number do you call for this mysterious car?
1-800-CAR, obviously.
I have a tracker with 12 dots for car delivery.
He's got a Domino's tracker of his car.
I do.
It's in the oven. All right.
Right now, I'm in the baking phase.
How many of the 12 dots are filled in? Where are you?
3. I'm on 3, but like 6 of them are production steps.
So you still are holding on to the idea that this car is going to happen, this German car.
Yes.
You know, we live in America, not in Germany. Just to be clear about that.
I dare to dream a life worth living, and that life includes this car being delivered.
You know, they make cars here in America.
Yeah. So, otherwise, taking some time off for the first time in a while. This week, with the exception of today, twice, and tomorrow, week off. And maybe Friday, I might be working.
That's a lot of time off, almost.
Yeah, well, things keep happening, and I'm like, well, I can do that. I was gonna take the week off, but I can't. Like, I have trouble saying no to things. So like, people ping me. Bob pinged me, and I was like, technically, I am free.
You said you were supposed to be on vacation, and I was like, all right, no, don't. That's fine. It's just a stream. You're on vacation. You should be on vacation, Win.
I have a to-do list that I've already been working on. I got some light bulbs they need replaced. I gotta take Molly's old car.
You vacation real weird.
It's a staycation where I get all the stuff done that's been put off because I've been just doing a lot of streaming, recording, podcasting.
It's not a vacation. That's just not doing some of the shit you're supposed to do the other shit you're supposed to do.
At least one day off this coming week, I will do nothing.
I don't even know if I believe you.
I don't know if I do either, but I'm hopeful.
Just make sure you get enough butthole, son.
I'm very close to finishing the Animorphs book series. I took like 2 weeks of not reading, but I got back to it. I've only got 4 books left out of like 64. And oh, there was a big charity stream not too long ago, a couple weeks ago at this point, I guess. But we raised about $28,000 for American Heart Association. Overall, $81,000 was raised. Playing Minecraft in 2025 of all things.
Wow.
Minecraft is bigger than ever, man.
Hey, that movie just had come out, so that's popular again. That's probably what did it, right? Everyone loved the movie.
The movie was kind of like a big meteor coming down onto a Minecraft world. I don't know. I've heard mixed things about the movie. Some people love it. It's very divisive. Some people love it. Some people hate it. I don't know. I've not seen it, but
All I've heard is the nostalgia tripping. I expected to see a bunch of people dunking on it and being like, oh, yeah, it was as bad as we thought. All of the things I've seen online is people just being like, oh, and they referenced all these YouTubers I used to watch back in the day. Oh,
I have a feeling Drunk Minecraft missed the mark for that mention. I don't know that we necessarily made the cut, but it'd be really funny if we did.
I like to think that somewhere on the editing room floor, there's just cuts. Like for some reason, it was shot on film, and they physically cut the film out of the
Smokey the Bear with his wraparound penis.